Carmelo.
He's looking for the channel.
Yeah, he looking for the
Right.
channel.
Everybody's looking for the channel. I'm looking for the
He
channel.
said what channel?
Oh shoot.
So
Should we log off and then just?
Okay.
just
Word,
in the
just
middle,
like that,
so
right?
in the middle of the show, we're now on YouTube. Okay, it popped
All right,
up.
I see it
We're
now.
on YouTube.
Ooh.
Oh Lord.
Y'all want to start again?
Yeah, let's start all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of them things where you don't know if you're gonna come back.
No, I'm
No, not
I'm
leave.
just do the intro again.
No, I'm saying no. What I'm
Yeah, it might
saying, we
mess
log
up.
off.
No, I'm not saying log
Oh,
off.
don't, okay. So you want to play the intro again?
Yeah, play the intro again, bro.
Play the intro again, please.
Thank you, tech team. We appreciate you.
Lord have
Rewind.
mercy.
Our people have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Preach the truth.
Shalom, 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 Israel. Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. Most High in Christ bless. Welcome to Patient Saints
Radio.
I'm Captain Shemaiah.
Captain Amaziah.
Captain Barnabas.
Nah. Sister Naoma.
All praise. We're missing Officer Carmeli. I was told he was traveling.
The mighty Deacon.
Missing Deacon Malachi. Shout out to all the bishops and deacons. He was in New York. He was in New York. He was in New York. Pray for safe travels for Deacon on his way back. But
Man.
we going through getting fake news.
Yeah.
Satire.
We had some good stuff lined up. Captain Messiah said, "Hey, I want y'all to fact check that."
Yeah.
All praises to the Most High that was on your spirit, bro.
Must be a
Because
problem.
we would have got all kind of backlash behind that.
I seen it.
We pride ourselves on bringing some
Yeah.
truth.
the truth.
The
Isn't that what the intro just said? We bring you the truth.
The intro said it.
Yeah.
Bro's bringing us satire.
Damn.
Brothers bringing us lies, talking about Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon
mean
means
I hate God in
I
Latin.
hate God in Latin. Wait a minute.
Oh, man.
Guys said, I don't really speak Latin, but
That don't sound. I don't know. That's,
Hold on, let me see. Nickelodeon.
yo, do it. What is it? The translation.
oh, the Google translation.
Nickelodeon to was it English?
Latin to English.
Let's go Latin to English. Let's see. Let's go to Google Translator. Cause
And you know
Somebody got duped.
and they did it where it's space like Nick. Then
Oh.
Lodian.
that brother was reaching.
Somebody wrote Google.
Translation.
Translate to play too much.
Okay. Nickelodeon. You know how to spell that? I don't.
Nickelodeon.
Georgia public school system.
It sounds too close to Nick.
Lodian.
That's
Somebody
a K,
look it
there's a
up on
K
your
in there.
phone. Nicka.
Well, Nike.
That's not how you spell Nickelodeon, bro.
Somebody help him out.
Hey, Alicia.
Somebody
N-I-C-K.
Nicka.
It's too close to nigga.
Nigga.
N-I-C-K.
You don't know how to spell Nickelodeon, bro?
I don't.
How you spell it, Captain?
Cap used to win spelling bees and stuff
How
in
you
school.
spell it, Cap?
Really?
Cap was a good speller.
D-O-N.
Cap was a good speller.
D-E-O-N.
man.
Latin.
Oh Lord.
Oh, here we go.
There it is.
Latin. Nickelodeon in English is Nickelodeon in Latin.
What about Greek?
Oh, come on, sis.
No.
Everything
Hey, go ahead. Put it up there. Hey, put it up there with Greek.
Try it in
Go
Greek.
ahead,
Try it in
go
Greek.
ahead, sis.
Same
We're gonna
thing.
cover all bases, right?
Oh man.
I
No,
see
he said to Greek.
brothers. English. There it is.
Nickelodeon. In English means Nickelodeon in Greek.
Your mama call you Nickelodeon?
Do like the little space. Do NICK, I guess. I don't know.
It wasn't as easy as Balenciaga.
Right.
Yeah.
Then after the O, do another one. Okay, now. Man, these brothers is fraudulent with their information, man.
Dion.
Officer Elrad.
Elrad, you got
Rizzle giving fake news.
Hey, bro,
you got the fake news devil on you, bro.
Like, what the hell? But hey, listen, let me tell you something, man. I don't know if y'all realize this, but Bishop be dropping some classes.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Had me like, yo. Everybody was like
whipping
the pen, man.
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
It's
very good class.
It's refreshing knowing that this is where the truth is.
Right.
You know, we didn't learn any of that in Christianity. None of it. None of it. Not a lick of it in Christianity. Pastor give you a verse, maybe two,
maybe,
and then talk for 2 hours.
His commentary.
Song.
I mean, I remember one time the dude was like, I'm gonna tell it. One time the dude was like, he told a whole story. I'm talking, brother. He told a whole story about he went to his rich friend's house that had a horse in a stable, and his mama raised 12 of them, and they didn't have no shoes, and now he hanging out with people with horses and stables and.
Wow.
I done moved up in the world.
Like what? Like, what does that have to do with the word of God? I came in to learn the word of God, but I don't know what the hell you talking about.
But Cap.
Cap
Yeah,
came in.
Cap, come on, Cap, stay in the spirit, Cap.
Why you make Captain Isaiah chose $20, man?
Damn. He brought it back. Christian church.
If you know what the possible.
Bring it out, Cap. Bring it out, Cap. Spirit, Cap.
Hey, tell him, Cap, it's less now. Inflation done ate that up. It's less
inflation,
now, bro.
I would give it back to you, but right now
Inflation.
that $20 only worth about $3 right now.
Hey, real quick. Somebody said in the comments you got to leave out the N at the end of Nickelodeon.
Oh.
That was him.
That might be it right there. I don't know if this is Elrad that's typing this.
It might be
Elrad that's typing that right there. Officer
Okay,
Elrad.
try that.
But Elrad didn't.
Somebody said it's getting harder every week to find PSR, so make sure y'all share it.
Yeah, share and
it,
subscribe.
share
This
it.
is
Right. Go ahead, Cam.
this is IUIC Macon, Georgia's new YouTube page. So share, like, comment, subscribe. All right.
So
Latin, right?
Greek.
Nothing.
No, you gotta take the N off.
Man.
Take the N off.
Oh, take the N off. Uh-oh.
okay.
It's gonna be Nickelodeon.
I don't know.
Maybe we doing it wrong.
Hit the arrows again. Oh, it's reversing it.
Whatever, man.
Hey, you're wrong.
Man.
It's still the devil anyway.
But yeah, back to Bishop's class, man. It's both Bishop Kanai and Bishop Nathaniel. The classes is really getting our minds ready for the evil to come. Yeah. Hold on, Officer Solomon sent me something. Wait a minute, he said it's okay. I'm gonna spell it for you, officer. Let's go back to because everybody want to see this now.
Right.
Hold on a second. Hold on. So I'm gonna spell it for you. Go back to the main thing.
So they kilo.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It.
So I'm gonna spell it for you. NIC space.
Oh, they got it.
K. Oh, you got it already.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
And is it Greek or Latin? I thought it said Greek.
Nickelodeon, Latin to English. What's taking so long? Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Wow. So it is true.
Will you space it out?
Oh.
So you the damn devil, man.
But when it was
So
right?
I wanna make a formal apology to Officer Elrad.
Officer Elroy, man. I knew you was in the spirit, bro. I always knew it, bro.
I don't care what the other captains and sisters said. I always believed in you, brother. I always believed in you, man.
Nickel Dio.
Nickelodeon.
And
So they just added the end at the
to
end.
throw you
Right.
off the scent. Ain't that crazy?
Wow.
Evil make it thick.
Like the extra G in Niger. Crazy.
It's nigga,
Nigga,
sister.
sister.
It's
Nigga,
nigga.
not
It's
nigga.
nigga.
About the extra
It's
G.
nigga. Get Christianity out your head. It say nigga.
Nigga.
Hey, but
That's
this
if he was a
is
stretcher.
this goes right back. I think somebody mentioned the Balenciaga thing.
Yeah, Balenciaga.
But
All of their origins,
Yep.
all of their origins is pagan worship. Every bit of it.
Right.
Speaking of which, today
Right.
yeah.
is so-called New Year's,
Fake New Year's.
and it's in worship of the Greek and mainly Roman
Janus.
god Janus. Let's pull that up for the people.
Yep.
Make sure you share, so everybody can
Damn,
find.
that boy
That
good.
brother quick.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah.
The Greek god Janus.
Yep.
Aphrodite.
Ancient Roman mythology.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's it.
This is the stuff that and the crazy, and again, when we bring this stuff out, we're crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's in plain sight. It's right in front of you. And all people are like, oh, these guys are, whether they say radical or it's a cult or whatever. No, you're in a cult.
Right.
Because last night, all of y'all got on little party hats and probably the glasses that have the year in it
Yeah.
that light up,
Mhm.
looking crazy as hell,
Yep.
celebrating but you're celebrating a friggin' idol.
Yep.
It's an idol. Let's read some history on it.
Yeah.
Let's go down.
Yeah, you just passed it right there.
What is that?
Yeah, what you just had. back.
Origin?
Yeah. Janus was the what?
Hold on, don't start pulling up other stuff. You just
moving
had
off. You
had
Janus.
it.
Why
Yeah,
you-
go
you
back
just
to
go back to
Janus.
Janus.
I said Janus is the Greek god. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just read it.
In Roman,
Going everywhere.
in Roman mythology, Janus was the god of doors, gates, and transitions. Janus represented the middle ground between both concrete and abstract dualities,
Duality.
such
Right.
as life, death,
Right.
beginning and end,
Right.
youth and adulthood.
So I want you to think about this: beginning and end. So December 31st is the what?
Their beginning.
No,
The
December
end.
31st is their end.
Oh, their end. Okay.
January 1st, the very
Oh,
next
December.
day, is the beginning. So he's the god of the end and the beginning.
Okay.
Right? Jump down. I want to see Janus was known. Go down. I want to see some of that.
Janus was known as the initiator of human life, transformations between stages of life, and shifts from one historical era to another.
So they're saying that he is the shift between one historical era and another, meaning 1 year to another. Right? Go ahead.
Ancient Romans believed Janus ruled over life events such as weddings, births, and deaths. He oversaw seasonal events such as planting, harvest, seasonal changes. Can you go up? And the new
Come on, pay attention, y'all.
and the new year. According to Roman mythology, Janus was present at the beginning of the world. As the god of gates, Janus guarded the gates of heaven and held access to heaven and other gods.
Go ahead.
For this reason, Janus was often invoked first in the ancient Roman religious ceremonies and during public sacrifices.
Doing what?
During public sacrifices.
Go ahead.
Offerings were given to Janus before any other deity.
So he is the first of everything. Why is that the God of the beginning of the year? Isn't that the first month of the year? Because the offerings and sacrifices you do on the 31st is to that main God. It's to the God that's the beginning of all things. But it's no God. It's no God. That's why they made Janus or January the first month, because that's the first God you're supposed to offer to. What? This is Naima. You all right?
Nothing. I'm good.
Okay.
No, I knew that. It's just crazy.
Well, the masses of our people don't know that.
It's just crazy.
Go ahead.
In fact, there is evidence that Janus was worshipped long before many of the other Roman gods, dating all the way back to the time of Romulus, the founder and first ruler of Rome. And if you've ever wondered how the month of January got its name,
Huh.
you have Janus to thank.
Wait a minute.
Damn.
The month of January got its name from Janus. Now, here's the thing. According to the scriptures, the Lord never gave the months names. He never gave the days names. That was instituted under the heathens. Persia started it. Well, no, Egypt actually started it.
Egypt did.
But Persia made it a big thing, whereas the month of Nisan, the month of give me some more. Say that again. Adar. No, Adar. That's all.
I think Caslu was.
Caslu, right? Thank you, Cap. Adar. Yes. So those are names that the heathen instituted. That's why people say, "Oh, what day is the Sabbath day? What day?" The Lord didn't say Saturday. He said day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the seventh day is the Sabbath day. So we have to examine what the heathen have put in place and how it lines up with what God says. And God's seventh day falls on Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. So the first month, according to God, is around the time of Passover. But the entire world thinks it's today. I want you to think about this. So the entire world is in the midst of idolatry or sacrificing unto the first primary god of the Romans. That's why, according to the scriptures, America is an extension of Rome. Everything that they did in Rome, America right here got it. You was gonna say something, sis?
No, but that's what the look on my face was. It's like, and that's why again you guys get to be the prophets, because it's exhausting. You know, a lot of times when you deal with people, because again, like I'm really personable.
Talking to the mic.
I'm personable. So people are like, Happy New Year. And then you get tired of like explaining, like, what if I were to tell you that it's not the New Year, it's April, it's March, April, it's a bid. But then people look at you like you got 3 heads. So that's kind of the look that was on my face, that it's just so exhausting. Because so many people don't want to hear it. And they look at you like you crazy. And then it's like they mad that they gave you the sentiment, but it's not the New Year. Right. It's not what is Christmas?
And they get mad when you don't return it, when you don't reciprocate.
That part. So that's the look that was on my. Yeah, that's the word. They're offended by you. Then
they say, "Oh, Merry Christmas." Like, have a good day.
Right.
I said, "Merry Christmas."
Did you hear me?
I said, "Have a good day."
So it's just exhausting. It's really, really exhausting.
You know, the sad thing is, a Negro won't even speak to you on the street, but they expect the exchange of words to happen on days like this.
Right,
like you said, they get offended. Right.
Can I get a script real quick?
Yeah.
Go to John 3:19 and verse 20. John 3:19 and verse 20. Because like you say, our people don't want to hear it. They look at you like, oh, this nigga crazy. You in a cult.
Yep.
No, Negro, you in a cult.
Right.
It's called America.
Right.
That's your cult is America, white man. Paganism. That's your cult. Watch this.
John chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world.
That light is Christ, right? The word made flesh, Christ. Go ahead.
And men love darkness rather than light.
But man love their sin rather than the light, rather than the laws of God, rather than Christ. Men love their sins better than that. You come and you bring in, hey, we shouldn't be celebrating that. That's wicked. That's pagan. That's evil.
Right.
Nah, man, that's wrong. It's about family. It's about this. It's about that. We all just celebrating a new year. We wishing you well for the next coming year. What's your New Year's resolution?
Right.
To hell with that. Right. It's pagan. It is what it is. Read on.
Because their deeds were evil.
You see that? Christ said their deeds are evil, man. So when you go and you trying to expound to your mama, your daddy, your this and your that, your friends at work, or your co-workers and all that, that thing don't work. Right. It's not going to work. They are evil people, and it is what it is. Right. Read on.
Verse 20. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
That's what the conclusion we all got to come to. Our people hate Christ. Our people hate God. It is what it is. Read on.
Neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Read that last part again. Why don't they come to the light in the laws of God?
Lest his deeds should be reproved.
Because they don't want to be correct. They don't want to stop serving Satan.
It's a license for debauchery.
Yes.
It's a license for them to say, oh, we're going to go to a New Year's party. They're going to sleep with all manner of people. And here's the thing, just like prom. That's what everybody's doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody listen. People frown on adultery. sometimes. They frown on fornication sometimes. But during these wicked holidays, everybody is okay with it. Just like at Carnival. Nobody's saying, why so many women out here naked?
Right.
It's expected. It is expected. On New Year's, you expect for debauchery to happen. You buy exuberant tickets and outfits to go to parties on this so-called New Year's because it's expected. It's expected. They put all of these pagan origins into their holiday is not. They don't put it into. It's originated in paganism, and our people just rush to it. Nobody questions it. Go ahead, officer. You got something?
Hey, Cap, you got a factor. The multitude of money that was spent, like we said, on Christmas for your wicked kids.
Yeah.
Then your New Year's Eve suit along with the bottle.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the world is in chaos. They ain't even, Cap, as a matter of fact, you posted, there's not even enough there. Publix.
Yeah.
A shortage of food. Meanwhile, you putting all your money and your effort and your time into evil, your wickedness.
All right.
I think it's crazy, man.
Yeah, y'all crazy as hell. You look at us like we crazy? Oh, matter of fact, let me get that 1 Peter 4. You look at us like we crazy. Shoot.
Nigga, you crazy.
1 Peter 4, I think it's verse 3, is it? Yep, verse 3.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
So at one point we thought it was meet or it was pleasurable or the right thing to do the will of the Gentiles. So what we have today is so-called New Year's. Celebrating that so-called New Year's is the will of the Gentiles because it's not the new year that God set in place. It is not the month of Abib. It is not during the springtime where everything springs new. It's a time of dead. Last week it was 9 degrees. It was cold as all hell. And you telling me a week later it's a new year?
Right.
Hanaya's still shivering in here. Look at her.
It is cold in here. But you know it's so
She always
crazy.
cold, y'all.
I am. You know it's crazy though when you go to the stores. All of the wicked holidays are all fully stocked. But we have a shortage of food, but y'all make sure that these holidays get on the shelf. It's crazy.
Message.
So read that again.
For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness.
So when we walked in lasciviousness, who are we doing it according to? Not according to God, but according to the real Gentiles, right? Go ahead.
Lust.
We were lusting according to the real Gentiles. When you read the scriptures, it says that the mixed multitude went a-lusting. After what, and then what we do? We started doing what they did and lusted after the melons and the leeks in Egypt. It was them that have that original lust, and we just wanted to be like them. Go ahead.
Excess of wine.
Excess of wine, getting drunk out your mind. When do they do that? On New Year's, their birthdays, Christmas. That's the time. It's okay. It's expected. Go ahead.
Revelings.
Oh, Sabbath as well, because everybody go to the club getting drunk as hell on the Lord's Sabbath.
Right.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Revelings.
Revelings, that's your partyings, your carnivals.
Did
Go
that
ahead.
last night.
Banquetings.
Same thing, banquetings. That's your Christmas dinner, your Thanksgivings.
Easter.
That's your Easter dinner. That's the banquetings. Go ahead.
And abominable idolatries.
And abominable idolatries, like worshiping the god of the Romans and Greeks, Janus. Go ahead.
Wherein they think
They think the same Gentiles. That's your bosses, your co-workers, your professors. They all think, and your wicked ass family.
It's strange that you run not with them.
So they think it's strange. Why you ain't saying Happy New Year back to me?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Satan.
I feel offended.
They'd be like, Satan busy today?
Right. Satan's busy today.
Not today. They walk around with shirts. Not today, Satan. How's Satan gonna cast out Satan? Because last time I checked, you the damn devil.
Right.
You the devil.
Hey, you try to bring them a scripture about it, and they say, how'd it go? Satan knows the scriptures too.
Yeah. Read that verse again.
Yes, sir. Verse 4, wherein they think it's strange that ye run not with them.
So it's strange to our families. It's strange to our former friends in the world the heathen. It's strange to them that we're not doing what they're doing. Go ahead.
To the same excess of riot.
So they don't. Why are you not going out for New? What you doing for New Year's?
You're not going out. Not going to the club.
What you got planned for the holidays?
Right.
What you got going on? What? Sleep.
Yep.
Or overtime? Huh? Go ahead.
Speaking evil.
What are they doing?
Speaking evil.
So they have the nerve to say that we're in a cult. So they are saying we're in a cult because we're not following them.
Yeah.
Then they speak evil what?
Of you.
They speak evil of us. So that's why they actually call us a cult, because we don't follow their cult-like ways.
Right.
We're not following y'all.
You the cult.
No, hell nah. Merry Christmas.
We don't celebrate European
Straight
holidays.
crickets, bro. Straight crickets. No.
And at my job, they were making them like they done had a 3-week feud, literally about
A feud?
A food? A food?
You from Memphis?
No, Miami, but feud.
Feud,
They've
okay.
been feuding
Okay.
with
your family?
management.
St.
No,
Louis.
not my family. My management and the team has been feuding about these days off between Christmas and they don't
yeah.
like they
they trying
not
to keep the
budging. They're
business
making
open.
them do mandatory Saturdays, this, that, and the
Yeah.
third, and they keep going back. Literally every week they've been going back and forth about these holidays being off. And in 7 years we ain't had to work for Christmas. I'm like, say double time.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
ready.
Oh yeah, I see your money falling out your pocket too. So you got that double time money in your
Damn.
pocket. Woo!
Yeah.
No,
That sister got the bills
it's
falling
only
out the
$3.
pocket. She just only $3.
It's only $3.
$2.
It's that Haitian knot. It ain't no money.
Haitian, not you know you always repping. You sure you ain't Levi?
No,
She might be
I
Levi,
think
though.
I
might
think
be
you're
Benji,
Levi.
though.
Nah, I don't know
think
about
might be
that.
Benji. Oh, why you gotta shake your hand so hard, Cap?
No,
No,
he
no,
said
no.
no.
You might be Levi.
You might be Levi, sis.
Yo,
Sock
why is
passe.
Cap offended?
Yep,
Cap said
buddy.
no.
No.
We're not Avdat. We're not
We're not
Avdat.
Avdat.
Please, Energy One, please.
Nah.
Where they bumper club. We're not Avdat.
Hey, but yeah, our people got to come out of this foolishness,
Right.
this New Year's garbage, Christmas garbage, and like you said, sis, they fight to get these holidays off. They fight. I don't want to come in. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
I don't want to come in. It's Christmas.
Man,
to
give me
hell,
the money.
I don't.
Yeah, I'll
it's
take that
it's
double
another
time.
day.
Double
It's
time.
another damn day.
Right.
But you won't see me doing Passover.
Right.
That's
You
right.
won't see my ashy behind doing tabernacles.
Right.
That's right.
Y'all can keep y'all holidays. I don't want nothing to do with it. Nothing
Right.
at all. But real quick, hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. I gotta make this known publicly. Sisters, you don't run anything in any IUIC congregation.
Not a damn thing.
Not a space, not a nothing.
I want to be very clear. Sisters, you don't run anything in any IUIC congregation. There is no woman worship BS here.
Ain't no
So
Diana
if
here.
you want to be loosed, go to Creflo's church.
Right.
Go to TD Jake's church. It is not going to happen here. The moment we hear that there's some garbage like that going on, it's going to be open rebuke. If you don't get your mind right, it's going to be learn from home. We have a little package.
The
You know,
box.
It has a box. It has a lot of stamps on it, like, a shipping box. But it's the watch from home package. You'll be given that parting gift. You will be given that parting gift. So it would behoove you to get the Jezebel spirit off you. It would behoove you to be in one mind, one spirit with your Lord and the leaders of the congregation, and be a support system to them. It is not for any one of you sisters to try to usurp yourself, your tenure in the truth, your even understanding. Hell no. You have there's no officer
There's no rank.
sister.
Officer Sister Gertrude.
Gang, we
It's
said
like
Gertrude.
That thing don't work. Officer Sister Prudence. That
You
thing
can't
don't
just
work.
say Gertrude.
Gertrude.
Right. So there ain't no rank among the sisters. None whatsoever.
Listen, you sisters, and listen, I know Esau did a hell of a job on y'all. Listen, they got a whole community now called the passport boys. Passport boys that refuse to deal with women from here in America and named Babylon according to the Bible.
So they fly, what, 2,000 miles away?
They'd rather fly
Africa somewhere to go get a wife.
They'd rather do that. Now, here's the point I want to make. Those spirits then come into the truth and have the same mean attitudes, the same disrespectful spirit,
nasty countenance,
the same nasty count. You don't want to be around them and sit around them. They come into the truth, mistreat, disrespect, or ignore newer sisters coming in. Newer sisters coming in get the same spirit and do it on those coming in after them.
Or the newer sisters don't come back.
Or they don't come back. They don't come back. So what you have is you getting rebuked and corrected in the truth. And for those that are still in the world, nobody want to deal with you either.
Right.
How the hell nobody want to deal with you in the world and nobody want to deal with you in the truth? So is there really repentance going on? There isn't repentance going on. I don't give a damn how long you've been in this truth.
Right.
You're the same nigga woman that was here before you came in the truth, and you're the same nigga woman now.
With fringes on. That's the only difference. You got
your outfit changed. That's it.
And you know, Cap, when I first came to IUIC, we had our first Passover in Atlanta. And, you know, you say there's no rank among sisters. I know. So I sat at a table, no marking, no nothing on the table. And the sister was like, this is an officer wife table. I was like,
really?
I had to move. And so eventually, anyway, when leadership came to the table, they was like, everybody move up because it was mass space in the back and gap. And I was like, I could have stayed there. So I told myself, I'm going to make it a point to never assert myself above nothing, but I'm a sister.
Wow.
I remember that. Wow. And then when I first moved here, I would cry to my Lord and be like, I do not like the school. No sisters like me.
Wow.
I used to cry every day. And as I was walking through the crowd, I was like, me too. I was like,
shucks.
Well, damn. It wasn't just
sisters
me.
over here.
Wow.
Sisters over here traumatizing other sisters.
It was.
Oh,
my Lord was like, you just got to be here for the Lord. Know that's your works. And
say that again, sister.
You got to be here for the Lord.
Not for other sisters.
No. You got to find
Sis said some captains' wives are mean. I agree 100%. They got their ass chewed out yesterday. Captains' wives here, they got their ass chewed out yesterday. Listen, we ain't playing no games with y'all. And for you captains as well, you better make sure that ish ain't going on in the congregations you're over. Right. Nip it in the bud. Because listen, let me tell you something. Ain't no damn way we're going to allow any sister to destroy what the Lord is building.
Right.
That's right.
There's no way on God's green earth. I don't care if it's any of our wives. I don't care if it's another sister in the congregation, another school. It's not going to happen. Right. So a lot of times, like sis, you just made mention, it's not brought to us.
Right. Yeah.
Right. This is the first I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, I told my Lord, though. He just told me stay in the spirit and keep finding stuff to make you want to be here. Find you a purpose and stuff. So
What you gonna say, sis?
But no, I was gonna say, like, even with me, for example, with us being on this show, like, there are no other shows right now where females are on the show. So we do get a lot of attention. And sometimes, again, people might not know, again, we're just sisters. It's not that serious. Most High has just opened the door so they can just kind of see the sisters. It's no more. Right. And like I let them know, like, we're here, we do this, but don't be fooled. Like, when I go, like, sometimes I'll go places and they'll be like, think of this shit. I'm in the back, I'm out the way, and I get rebuked, like one of the things that you brought out yesterday, about calling officers by name. Like you wouldn't believe, I get said stuff to all the time. You said it to me, hey, you can't call the officer, again, because we might hear stuff up here, again, that we can't do the same thing. We're still females, that's not how it's supposed to be. Again, you brought it to my attention, Captain Arie, hey, you make sure you call the brother by his name. Immediately, sir, I didn't even realize. I apologize. Boom. Let me go talk to the brother. Sir, I'm sorry. This has been brought to my attention. I'll never do it again.
But
you got to be quick to act on this thing.
Right. But even on that, we also, the men also hold themselves accountable too. I'm not going to call him Shemaiah.
Right.
I'm not going to call. The same rules apply here. It's just order.
Yeah, so don't be fooled like how you may see us or the other ladies up here sometime. Like, no, it's the same treatment. There is no order. Sis, you want to know? I'm in the back. Like, no.
Somebody said that's how they act in the church.
Damn.
And
we said that last night.
100%.
Yeah, we said
you
that
got
last
that
night.
that high and mighty, holier than thou attitude as a sister. You gossiping about another or mean spirited. That is church. You a damn Christian with fringes on. That's what it is. You a Christian with fringes on. There is no change, because any sister that comes in the doors after you, you're supposed to be welcoming, hospitable, and show charity to them sisters, and be an example to those sisters. But you're not. You're playing church.
Hey, Cap, that's heavy, because just like you said, even with the seating, okay,
right.
You've been here. You've had some time. You've been here for some years. You have a new sister that comes in. That's my seat. Why would you not want that sister to be up front?
And along with those seats, when a sister comes to sit down, you giving her dirty looks.
Exactly.
Listen, and listen. I've said this a million times. When we talk about believing sisters who are sincerely here for the Lord. To me, it's under 10%.
Right.
That's just me. I always say it's about 90 to 95% of y'all don't believe.
Right.
You don't believe. You're here to get a husband.
Yep.
You're here because of your husband. You're here to see what's popping.
Yeah. Right.
What's going on?
It's what like is this? Hobby for you.
Yeah. What's this Israelite thing about? Or you're just here to be a agent or Satan's minion.
Yeah.
Real quick, Ezekiel. Don't forget your thoughts. Sis. Ezekiel 13. Ezekiel 13. So I see some comments in the chat. Sisters are saying that's why I learned from home. Some officers' wives, I just shake my head. So you got.
It's going around.
It's a spirit in Israel.
So sisters, basically, you are hindering the building process.
Right.
That's what you're doing. You hindering the Lord's building process here.
Right.
That's what's happening.
Go ahead, read. Ezekiel 17.
Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 17. Likewise, thou son of man, set thy face against the daughters of thy people.
Now, there's a reason why the daughters have to be addressed. Sisters have to be addressed as well. When you leave them to themselves, here's what happens. Go ahead.
Which prophesy out of their own heart.
So it says they prophesy out of their own heart. God says you got to pay attention to these women, because you leave them to themselves thinking, oh, she's a senior sister, or she's a what's the other terms?
A mother figure or something.
Or a seasoned sister, or age sister, meaning you've been around for a while, even though you're not married.
Right.
Listen, y'all ain't right, man. Y'all ain't right, because the point is, as we were dealing with the sisters last night, it's on every tier. It's the senior. We start first with the senior sisters, because y'all set a tone, so to speak.
It's vibration.
You're supposed to be a reflection of your Lord. Right. All of you sisters are supposed to be a reflection of your Lord. And for those sisters who don't have a Lord, you should be a reflection of your leaders.
Right.
You should be a reflection of your leaders. It tells you that in 1 Timothy chapter 5. You can treat them as fathers. So the way Bishop moves and speaks, you don't see Bishop and the deacons going back and forth on social media. So then you have single sisters who's going back and forth on social media.
Right.
So you're supposed to follow that example that leadership has set up. You don't see us doing that.
Dang.
But yet, out of your own mind, out of your own heart, you'll say, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. That's why you cannot be left to yourselves. Women, according to the scriptures, went from the father's house to their husband's house. You always need the direction and instruction of a man. When you don't get that, that's where we at right now.
Right. Hey, Cap, this comment, 2 of them says, nasty click behavior is so tiresome. Let's do better. The second one, and this is sad, it says, the sisters acting like the woman on Greenleaf.
Damn. Now, how is it that people on here, on YouTube is 1.1 thousand, right? How is it? I'm sure they're from all various congregations all over. How are they all experiencing the same thing? How is that? Listen, all of you leaders online, you're going to start tightening that grip, tightening up on these congregations. Listen, if we don't get the women in order, there's no redemption for us.
Right.
There is no redeeming and coming of the Lord. If we can't get these sisters in order, sisters, some of y'all are going to be made examples of. I'm going to tell you right now. Some of y'all are going to be made examples of both now while in the congregation and in the day of the Lord. You're going to be made examples of. So finish that verse out again, and I want Sirach chapter 1.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm getting upset.
And prophesy thou against them.
It says, so prophesy against them. Go ahead.
And say, thus saith the Lord God, woe to the women.
What does God say?
Woe to the women.
God says destruction to the women. Destruction to the women that what?
That sew pillows to all armholes. And make handkerchiefs upon the head of every stature to hunt souls.
So they appear to be godly. They have the handkerchiefs on their head to do what? As a covering.
Same as the Christian church.
Same as the Christian. You know, yeah, matter of fact, that motherboard, that little section.
Damn.
If you go to any little southern church, they got that little section with the motherboard, and they all got the little handkerchiefs on their head.
Mother Bailey.
But the verse says, read that last part again, to do what?
And make kerchiefs upon the head of every stature to hunt souls.
The point is to hunt souls.
That's it.
To hunt souls. Look, handkerchiefs on women's heads, something like that.
Damn,
That's the hats, but they usually put this little white handkerchief, and they always have on white.
Yeah, and hang like
but,
they pure.
Right, but it says to hunt souls. Let me tell you something. I want to tell y'all about the huntress. And Bishop did a class some time ago, heavy class, said recognizing the Jezebel. It was a recognizing the Jezebel, or identifying
the Jezebel.
Identifying the Jezebel spirit. Here's the point. Every woman has the potential to be a Jezebel. And even having, like you mentioned about being on the show, you got to be very mindful, because being on the show, you're recognized.
Right.
And what can easily happen is pride lift up in you.
Right.
Easily. Being married to a captain.
Yep.
Or any part of high-ranking officer. Being married to that man. Guess what will happen? Pride can lift up in you. Like I'm reading about officers' wives. Pride lifts up in you. You think, oh, I'm an officer of 10 wife. I'm an officer of 20. This is, I get to sit here and I got
his power now.
No, you don't. Let me tell you something, sisters. The only reason anybody knows you is because of your husband.
That's it.
That's the only reason.
That's it.
Nobody knows you. Oh, that sister such and such, and she's a great this and great that. No, the only reason you even came on the radar is because of your husband.
Right.
That's the only reason, because when we ask, who's that sister? Oh, that's officer such and such wife.
Yeah.
Okay, I see her putting in work. Okay, good. So now the association factor of being attached to that man is now made known.
Right.
Okay, that brother got his house in order. All praises. Okay, she's doing this. Oh, she said what? Okay, good. That brother got his house in order. But on the contrary, that's an issue.
Right.
That's a major, major issue. God says destruction to those women, because they're doing what? They're hunting souls.
Right.
That's what the clique is.
Yep.
We just read about the clique.
Yep.
The clique is there's that ringleader who appears godly, but her job is to hunt souls. It's to gather other sisters under her to do what? To start a clique. It's to start a clique. Go ahead.
Will ye hunt the souls of my people?
So God says, listen, woman, are you going to hunt the souls of his people? Listen, you ain't going to come in here and start no clique and hunt souls. It's not going to happen. Go ahead.
And will ye save the souls alive that come unto you?
So so you start a clique. We're going to help you out. You start a clique. To what benefit is it? Because every time I hear the term clique, it's never a positive thing.
No.
Right.
Has anybody heard about a clique being formed and it's positive?
No.
That means somebody's left out.
If
there's a clique.
There's a clique where people got the damn devil on them.
Right.
So read that last line again.
Yes, sir. Will ye hunt the souls of my people? And will ye save the souls alive?
So you hunting souls to bring them to what?
That coming to
open rebuke, to correction, to be stood in front of the congregation? Is that what your clique is for? Because that's going to be the end result.
Right.
That is surely going to be the end result. And then you can take your bag and take your ashy ass up out of here.
Right. Yep.
And it happens every time.
It never
It
fails.
happens every time. Like they start the clique, they secretly doing evil to other sisters.
Mm-hmm.
They get stood up in class, a classmate about them. Then you got to get the hell on.
Right.
That's what happens.
Hey, Cap, and that go right back because I did a class. Well, Bishop had put it out there about Halloween, and for us we had to do it. So my topic was Halloween also, but just going back into these church members. You see this picture on the left? Can you blow that up? I'm gonna show y'all the click.
I got a question. What the hell does it got to do with Halloween?
No. I'm gonna show you something. Just
brother, promote this video.
Lord, no. It's just going into the point. This spirit is still amongst many congregations.
Yes. Yeah.
You see the individuality?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm dressed better than you.
Yep.
Okay.
You see that?
That's a good point.
No
There's no uniformity. This is why when the order comes out, the scripture said we all must be of one mind.
Right.
Sisters got to understand that thing. This is the mentality that these sisters have.
Right.
So in other words, Cap, there's sisters in this body that's been here 5 years, 6 years, and still ain't got a purple garment.
Right.
Still don't put a
Still
brick
ain't got
in. Still don't
Say it
put a
again?
brick in.
Don't put a
They
brick
ain't put
in.
a brick in.
Don't even wear a garment.
And that's why what Captain Shemaiah said about the clique, or you'll have the certain one. In this group, this picture right here, who looks like the forerunner of the clique?
Right.
Then they have, then it's a competition. Well, no, I wouldn't even say that, but you notice the one in the clique got the biggest hat. No difference than that woman, that witch's pinnacle power hat. That's what I see them things to be, man. Yeah, exactly.
The one with the cross.
The one with the cross. But you have that spirit running rampant in Israel.
Somebody said there was a competition spirit in GOCC as well. So it ain't just
with the
IUIC.
Edomites?
I'm just saying, but the spirit.
But like you mentioned last night, we don't know who we entertaining when we bring these people in. And you should be scared of turning away one of God's angels.
Yeah.
You don't know who
Look.
you turning away.
Look.
And to add to that, you also said every single person that comes in, that's one person closer to getting us to that
That's
number
it.
to get on.
Right.
So when you turn that person away, you're defeating the purpose of us being here.
Right.
But you know what the crazy part is? We don't usually have these issues on the men's side.
No.
Right.
I can't recall any time where we had to deal with a matter like this with the men.
Right.
It's listen, Babylon has, well, no, you know what? I'm gonna stop giving Babylon the credit.
Right.
Satan has surely bewitched you sisters.
Right.
You sisters have been bewitched in the sense that Satan has tempted you to think you're in equality with your Lord.
There you go.
Then that same Satan has given you the mindset that you have superiority among the sisters, though.
Right.
So wait.
Yep.
You got equality with your Lord, but you have superiority among the sisters. Oh, hell no. Nah. That's some backward ass stuff right there, boy. So it's you know what? Let me calm down. Finish reading that verse, please. The Lord got to gather me back, because go ahead.
And will ye save the souls alive that come unto you? And will ye pollute me among my people for handfuls of barley?
So will you pollute the Lord among his people? Let's see a pollution of the Lord. Ephesians 4:3. Ephesians 4:3. Because like Cap just showed the picture and expounded on about what comes out of the Christian church, right? So read that real quick.
Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 3.
Come on.
Endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace.
Your clique is polluting the Lord.
Right.
Because God says unity.
Right.
You're unifying. Anything contrary to that is pollution of the Lord.
Right. It's very crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Anything other than that is a clique.
Right.
So God says, are you going to pollute me among my people?
Right.
So what you're doing is you're showing the people pollution by doing contrary to what God says.
Right.
So that's just as bad as you setting up a idol for, you might as well celebrate New Year's.
Right.
Right.
You might as well. That's
spiritually you are.
You are. Right.
Spiritually, you celebrated Christmas last week.
Damn.
You are Santa Claus and the elves.
Right.
In the spirit.
You the damn reindeer.
You all of them. You know we got 12 apostles. In your mind, there's 12 elves.
Damn.
Hey, you know one thing? I'm just gonna have to air it out. Okay. You know, it was made clear that even the younger sisters, you know, how it that spirit transcends down.
Oh yeah, trickles down, yeah.
They should be doing more.
Yeah.
And one thing I did notice, I'm just keep it 100. A lot of them ran up to the table. Well, I was never told. Well, you should never had to have been told.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
You understand? So as we said, we can always do better. I'll just leave that out there. Nobody should have to tell you to do the will of the Lord. Right. You've been here long enough to understand how things go, and you're an officer's wife. So just consider that.
Right. Somebody said dragon cleanup in IUIC.
Damn. Hey.
That's right.
Hey.
Someone else said the Eve disease.
Right.
It is.
Right.
It
The
is.
Eve disease.
Right.
Damn.
And you know, and we say that, we talk about that all the time, where in 1 Peter chapter 3 talks about daughters of Sarah. Right. But majority that I see is daughters of Eve.
Yeah, man.
But Cat, here's the thing. They won't admit that they're daughters.
No,
of Eve.
not in a million years.
You can't get fixed until you admit you got an issue. If you got an issue, you a daughter of Eve, admit that thing so you can get fixed.
Right.
But most of the times, somebody bring you an issue. Oh, nah, you wrong. You this, you that. Nah, you trying to offend me. No, somebody trying to bring you an issue that they see something inside of you.
Right.
You got to examine that thing.
Hey. And
That's what our people don't want. Our sisters don't want to do that thing. They don't want to examine nothing.
right. And if y'all brothers like, hey, we started the show with that. Hey, Bishop's class cut a lot of people last night. If it did not affect you, then
You might got the devil on you.
Yeah. You know,
Or you just don't
class should've
believe.
cut
just
everybody.
don't believe.
a lot of
yo.
sisters thing is you're not scared to embarrass your Lord household. That should be something you scared to do. You're a representation of this man putting in work, doing things. Be scared to be a reason why something is not happening. You're the reason why. You should be scared of that.
You know what? Because I remember one time a brother said to me, he was talking about his household, and he said, what about if you have a wife that does just enough that you can't divorce her?
Damn.
That sounds
Damn.
And what I really didn't realize is that the brother it was a cry for help.
He threw the life raft. I throw me the life raft.
She doing just enough.
Yeah.
Not to get thrown out the damn house.
Right.
Yes. So she mistreats him to a level, and she apologizes, but she keeps doing the same thing. And doing just enough where she's not deemed an unbeliever. Well, here's the thing. If your Lord deems you an unbeliever,
Right.
you're an unbeliever. Bloop. Now, because understand this, his claims can't be frivolous. We're not saying if he just wakes up one morning and puts you away for any reason according to the scriptures. We ain't talking about that.
Right.
But you gotta examine the track record.
Right.
There's a track record. The ultimate goal for every marriage is for the man to be that man. And I was making a point earlier about every sister has the potential to be a Jezebel, but the man cannot be Ahab.
Right.
Weak. You can't be Ahab. You cannot let this woman put on her high heels and stomp on your nuts.
Right.
Damn.
Juggling your balls in one hand.
She is playing soccer with your balls with some damn high heel shoes on.
Right.
No.
She knitted you some fake balls you got on the street.
No. That's why the scripture says, give the water no passage. The more leeway you give is the more room.
Broader.
You give them an inch, they're going to take a what?
Foot.
A yard.
They're going
Yard.
to take
A
a
mile.
yard. They're going to keep
Foot.
Right.
stomping.
Yeah,
Right.
Hey,
it's true.
another thing. Sisters don't correct sisters. So even though they see certain things, they don't say nothing. Why? Because sisters don't know if you try to correct that other sister that's doing something wrong or they see something in that sister's spirit, there's going to be an argument.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fight. Or that sister will begin growing hatred for that other sister now that came and brought the issue to her. That's evil as hell. That's evil. And that thing got to stop, man. Y'all got to examine yourselves and come in the spirit of the Lord, man. But you don't want to do that. So you can't. So nothing gets fixed. You're hindering the building process.
And it's not if it's gonna be an argument. It
will
be.
It will.
Hey, you know another thing too is you brothers gotta stop giving ear to your wives in the sense that I'm not talking about. She's supposed to alert you of issues going on in the congregation,
Right.
Okay.
and we were talking with the captains last night. I want to hear that, but your specific issues with sisters, you men gotta say go fix it with her.
Right.
Right.
If you're talking about, oh, I heard a sister say that she's hearing about a heresy. Oh, you better tell your husband.
Right.
Because that officer, that captain, he has to report it
Right.
so that we can deal with the matter or they can deal with the matter. But here's the thing. What they do is they'll tell you, oh, I have an issue with this sister.
Right.
I have an issue with that sister. And then what that officer, and I pray, not the captains, I pray the captains has more wisdom than this. What they do is that officer will now have an issue against that sister. So let's say that sister was in an office and she has an issue with your wife, she gets taken out of that office because of the wives' issue. Yes. There are some sisters that run the congregation through their husbands.
Right.
So if the sister has an issue with your wife, if the wife has an issue with your, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Two parties. If they have an issue, that officer makes sure that issue is now his, and he has an issue with you.
Right.
I
we came
Teddy
in.
ass was
Hey,
like
we
that.
came in.
Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
we came in.
So we
seeing
came in seeing this, and that spirit years later is still here. This is why the Lord has, and I know you got a script. There's so many times the Lord is like, listen, Paul has entire chapters dealing with the women in the church because they will not shut up. That's another thing too. Y'all shouldn't be talking during class.
Right. Disrespectful as all hell.
I'm talking about entire conversations. You should not be having entire conversations during class. If you let's say you went to the bathroom and you missed a scripture,
Right.
you can just, okay, the sister can give you the scripture, but that only takes less than a second to ask.
Right.
Whole conversations should not be happening on the woman's side.
Right.
Period. Cap, go ahead. Go with your scripture.
No, I'm good.
We said we ain't ready for that breakdown.
I'm ready for that breakdown.
Hey,
That's true.
But Cap, as what you were saying, right? So I'm just gonna just use a scenario real quick. So you have a car, right? Your car has 6 tires on it. You know what I'm saying?
Six tires.
Hold up. I'm talking about
Oh,
a
okay,
car.
go ahead.
A car or truck?
Car can be truck. Car
Okay,
car,
dually.
right?
A dually got 6 tires.
yeah.
All right, there you go.
All right, see.
Cap talking about a Jamaican car.
All right, said 4 tires on the back. Okay, I'm saying you guys funny. 4 tires on the back, 2 on the front.
Okay.
1 bloat on the back. You know what I'm saying? Would you finish that journey? How would you pull off on the side of the road?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. We have to pull these sisters off on the side of the road and fix that bad tire, and that's what the body is all about.
So
You know what I'm saying?
in other words, the traveling got to stop.
The traveling
forward
have
movement
to
got to
stop.
stop
Yes.
to deal with the sisters'
Fix the
nonsense.
system. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Thank you, sisters. We appreciate you, sis.
That was
Many
a
times-
Benji parable. Right
Many
there.
times,
Benji
all-
right there.
That was good.
no, but many times, brothers and sisters feel like said, all the congregation just gonna move straight until God come. No, it's always gonna be a sieve, but we have to sieve, fix it, move it. That's what it is.
Right.
It's not just now I see it. I see it quite a while from New York coming down. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You see what I'm saying? So when I hear that sister talking about seat and you know what I'm saying, our spirit about spots, I don't know where them get this from. You know what I'm saying? For real, because he never taught here. He never taught over there from headquarters. So I don't know where them get this from. So what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sister,
So-
just understand that. You understand? Huh?
No, because you mentioned the seat thing.
Right.
The only people that should have not even a sign, but an area is deacons and up. That's it.
That's what we set up from New York.
Yeah.
We set that thing up in
That's
New York.
it.
That's what it is. That's where it stopped right there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where that come from for real. So you have to just fix that, man.
So listen, there's no way if an officer's wife or a captain's wife arrives
Stupid late.
dumb late,
Right.
they have an assigned seat waiting for them.
Nope.
No. If your ass is late,
you late.
Sit in the back.
You find a seat.
You
That's
find
what
a
it
seat in
is.
the back.
That's it. That's it. The front row designated for this officer or this captain. No.
Because
no.
One sister said, hey, I tried to sit down next to one sister in the front, and I got a dirty look and told this seat is for such and such sister. That's such and such sister. Listen, the sister you gave a dirty face to, you got to reserve that dirty look to the sister that's late that you want to sit there.
Right.
You say them dirty looks for her.
Right.
Her ass ain't
so
there.
Yeah.
Her ass is late to class.
Right.
Have her ass sit in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Right.
What I'm saying is not that the sister was there and she go to the restroom. That's totally different.
Right.
If she go to the restroom,
She's not there,
she's
Cat.
not there yet. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm saving the seat for sister such and such.
And then-
Sister Gertrude. Sister Officer Gertrude.
Everyone love that Gertrude.
Sister Officer Gertrude going to sit here. You got to sit in the back, sis.
Man.
Nah,
Man, get out of here with that
It
garbage.
is not to be so. Listen, so again, I know we got to go to commercial. These sisters don't run nothing. Nothing.
And if they acting like they run something, you go tell security or the officers
Right.
in the front.
Hey, and
Stop being scared and bashful. That's a lot of sisters. That's their problem. They don't want to tell on another sister, hey, the sister's out of order, because there's going to be some kind of reprisal or something, or they're going to be out the clique. To hell with your clique.
Right. Don't think, and you men, Bishop played the clip last night from Kevin Samuels. He was talking about men getting their balls back and be men. Here's the thing. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. If your wife is involved in anything, as you being a leader, an officer, a captain, your wife is involved in something, automatically count her as being wrong. I'm going to tell you right now. And I personally tell my wife, I don't care what it is that goes on. If you're involved, you're wrong.
Right.
I really don't want to hear the whole thing.
the mere fact you would
I
air.
don't.
Yeah, you win it some way, somehow.
Isn't that what Esau do? Esau don't care
Guilty by association.
if you rob the bank.
They say you an accessory.
They stashed it in your house. You know where they at. Don't tell them all of that. You're guilty. Listen, stop making excuses for your wives. And you men, let me tell you something. I'm leery of a man. Because, as men, we talk. We're like, wife doing this. That. No, we just talk. And we say, oh, shit, that's happened in your house? Oh, shit's happened in your house?
Yep.
You brothers that sit there quiet, I'll be looking at you with the side eye. Because we're looking at, if I'm saying 95% of these sisters is like this, and you the only one, you all the time.
Your wife righteous.
You ain't going to be here long.
Have y'all ever watched a puppet show and someone's hand is up the puppet's? It's really the ass. There's no legs in it. It's the ass. That is what's going on in your house.
Yeah.
Right.
You have no legs. The ball's cut off at the balls, and her hand is up inside of your
cavity. We'll say that.
And she's
cavity.
doing this with your mouth.
Say this, nigga.
It's your wife talking.
Yep.
It's your wife talking. Tell her to shut the hell up, and her name should not be involved in anything.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right.
You shouldn't be involved in anything. You shouldn't be given a dirty look. Oh, the other one we heard was didn't say shalom. Oh, she didn't say shalom to me, so I didn't say shalom to her. I know I lost hair follicles. I know I did. Check that. Cap, check me out, Cap.
It just fizzle right off.
Yo.
Oh, boy.
And the things that, as men, the things that the sisters have issues with, it's baffling to me.
Baby shit.
It's baffling.
Baby shit. Stupid.
It's baffling. How the hell do you say I didn't say shalom because she didn't say shalom first? Or vice versa. How do you even fix your mouth for that? Y'all know I lost my shit. I lost it. That's when you talk. Oh, it was.
All right, so with that being said, we're going to break.
We'll be right back with more Patient Saints Radio.
Oh, man. I lost my shit.
myself together. Just let me know what you want me to do.
Cap.
Okay, we're back on PSR, Patient Saints Radio.
You got to do that commercial, bro. Every time because we spoke about it. Barnabas, get with these brothers and do that commercial. That Benji juice. Get your Benji, just pop out the fridge, man.
You want your Benji juice?
I got your Benji juice. You sick?
Yeah, your bumper clock
That'd be
Benji
dope.
juice.
That'd be dope, bro. Let the babies do it.
Hey, so I know we got a lot of stuff in the queue, right? Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Because I know we have a lot to cover in a short time. I didn't want one of that little boy. The hell? Take that little boy out of there. He trying to make his mixtape. Right. So, okay, there's a few different avenues, but
where you gonna start?
Where do you want to start at?
Hey.
No. Top right. Yes.
Cool.
Since we just left off for the women,
snap.
we might as well stay in the same vein. And listen, how long is the video? 9 minutes?
Yeah.
Damn. That's long. We're going to play it. We got time.
Sisters, it's your day. We ain't done this in a while.
Yeah. We haven't dealt with the sisters in a while.
And you know what? I don't see any comments on the YouTube that's saying, what about the brothers? I don't see that today.
Okay.
Usually, you see that. Oh, you always getting on the sisters. You know what? That means we got to get on sisters a little more.
Right.
That's what that means.
Right.
With some Benji juice.
Damn, sis said I said shalom to Cap wife, and she rolled her eyes at me.
She said, you ain't nobody.
Damn.
Where they put that at?
It's in the comments. I make it a point to shalom everyone just so they can get a welcome feeling I've never received, and I'm running up on 4 years.
Damn, sis.
Boy, so it's not just Atlanta. It's a spirit among the sisters, man. I'm telling you, officers, get your wives in order. Captains, get your wives in order.
Why did just have them stay home?
Yeah, just have them stay home.
Keep your nasty ass spirit, your high and mighty, holier than thou spirit at the house.
Yep.
Officers, y'all gotta start keeping these women at the house. If they bringing that spirit in the body, man, because it's infecting the sisters that that are watching them.
Yes,
it's infecting the whole body, man. The whole body of sisters, man.
And you know what? People sit back and watch how you handle things, because when it is brought to your attention, are you just gonna sweep it under the rug?
Right. Yes.
Are you gonna act like the person just didn't bring this issue up? Are you going to act blind to it? Like, not my wife.
Right.
My wife is the only righteous one in here. You the one I'm watching out for, bro. I'm gonna tell you.
I hate when brothers say that, because that means you knew that the others were evil.
Yes.
You an evil ass nigga, man. So you knew this evil was going on amongst the sisters, and you got the righteous one, but you ain't saying nothing about the other sisters here
so
that are evil.
too.
You a dumb, you an evil nigga too, man.
Hey, y'all see that there's a comment here, and it goes right with what we said yesterday. So a sister says, I feel so alone sometimes. The sisters won't help.
No, I end the call.
The sisters won't help me with my kids. I leave the Sabbath frustrated and exhausted every week.
Damn.
My Lord is all I got, because the sisters don't want to deal. Now, we mentioned this, myself and the captains and I mentioned this yesterday, pertaining to a lot of you sisters being mean to your sister. Meanwhile, Bishop has been, the deacons, going over major classes of prophecy, how the man of perdition has to be revealed. The man of sin has to be revealed. Meanwhile, who do you think he's coming for? If he's coming for your Lord, he's coming for you. If your kids are left behind, who's going to take care of your kids? That same sister that you had an attitude with, the same sister you rolled your eyes to, couldn't provide a seat for. So y'all gotta be mindful now. Be mindful.
Right. I'm trying not to go on a tangent again. But it's hard, because I hate this. I hate this feminism garbage. Y'all feeling like y'all run something, or y'all think, for some reason in your mind, you think that the Lord gave you any authority to be rude or mean-spirited to the sisters.
Right.
But the God did not give you that authority. He didn't give you that spirit. Satan did. You got the damn devil on you.
A Cap.
Go ahead, Cap.
In Esau's military, which some of us were a part of, the first thing
Navy.
when you get there, the Navy's a part of the military, brother. When you first get there, they put you in something called boot camp. Boot camp is not only intense training or physical. They actually sit you down in the classroom and you relearn everything all over again. That's really what the process is in the truth. You gotta leave everything outside. When you come into the doors, you gotta leave everything you learned outside the doors. Yeah, your nasty attitude, your mean look, your resting bee face.
Yeah.
You gotta leave that out the door, man. You understand? You gotta leave that out the door and start afresh. But most of the times, y'all don't want to do that. Damn.
Yo,
Question.
somebody just wrote. I got.
These comments is crazy.
It's
I gotta-
crazy
They are
comments.
crazy.
Hold on, I gotta share it first. I gotta
Why
say
you
it.
getting that, Cat?
No, real quick. Hold on. It says women at the church was more friendly than IUIC
That's true.
women are.
That's so true.
Wow.
But you know what, Cap?
Wow.
It's true.
We like how I say people always say stuff to me, and Hanaya say you're afraid to say stuff. You guys have said it to us before. So much stuff y'all don't get because we're not saying it. You know, people are not saying it. You have to say something. Point blank, period.
Why y'all don't want to say nothing to each other?
Again, you know what?
Nope.
No,
It's a
no,
lot of
no,
stuttering.
no.
All of a
No,
sudden you
it's-
stutter.
It's not
All
a
of a
matter
sudden
of
you
me.
stutter.
I will
Right.
say stuff to people,
Have
but
you?
again,
Have you?
I have said stuff to people.
Okay.
And can't one person ever say when something comes to me, I'm dealing with it, and I'm apologizing, and I'm trying really hard to fix it.
Not
right
when
then
something
and
come to
there.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, no,
you
no.
kinda
Yeah,
deflected
Yeah,
it.
that was,
No.
she deflected.
missing the point.
She deflected.
So I'm saying,
Why
like,
don't sisters go and check the sisters?
I think a lot
And
of
we
times
and
it's
Cap,
because
we've
they're
talked
in the
about that
same
a
mess.
few
Gonna be
times
an
on the show.
argument, girl.
No, I think a lot of times if I'm rude and disrespectful, I can't check you on being rude and disrespectful.
see?
If I'm not being
That-
like you understand what I'm
So
saying?
wait, you know you're rude and disrespectful?
No, that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of times sisters.
No. We
It's
can't think.
hypocritical.
No.
No. They're not saying anything because
Why
that
not?
would make them hypocrites because they're with the same spirit. You get what I'm saying?
Do
you understand what I'm saying?
So
Can't check others.
here's a point. The men
Mm-hmm.
are, and again, we don't have this issue. I'm not saying it doesn't exist,
Right.
but
Not
I
to the
can,
level of the sisters.
I can probably count one, maybe two incidents
Mm-hmm.
on the men's side, like literally on one hand. So the men are here to learn.
Right.
They understand, like, listen, I was a simp in the world. I was a whoremonger. I was hateful of my people. I was envious. And I heard this truth and I want to clean up.
Right.
Men are here to learn how to be men. Men are learning how to be fathers, learning how to be husbands, learning how to be pillars in their community. We never, listen, we didn't know how to stand for anything godly.
Right.
We stood for colors. We stood for the club lines. We stood on some
the
long
block.
ass club lines.
Yeah, in the cold.
We stood on the block.
Yep.
We stood for everything else except for God.
Right.
So in the truth, we're learning how to stand for God, how to be men of the Lord. But sisters come into the truth to learn, not to learn, but how to find fake
friends.
friendship.
Right.
That's it right there.
Fake friendship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But what I see, right? You see, just like how I see the brother them come together every weekend after class and make that circle. I'm saying I feel like if
They
that,
used to do that.
I feel like if that
You gotta go
enforce, if that enforce on the sister side, you know what I'm saying, for even 30 minutes or 40 minutes,
about
that
that.
will
Yeah,
cut
we go
out the
back.
click,
We do
that will
need
cut
to
out
do
that,
that.
you know what I'm saying, and involve the
The younger one.
younger one who are coming in. I believe that would give a more better vibe, not just here, in every
Everywhere.
school. You know what I'm
But I
saying?
think
And I was gonna say too, a lot of sisters, when you talk about correction, like we have to build a relationship with each other. But if you have a defense up, you can't get the correction I'm receiving because you already think I'm tearing you down.
But I'm saying, sis, how that gonna happen if you
Right.
guys don't, as what I
Yeah,
just
build
said?
it.
That's the
Right.
only
We
way
need
out.
to
You know
do
what I'm
that.
saying? The defense gonna stop when you guys start keep like
Yeah.
5 here, 3 there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
If you involve everyone, like sit down and make that circle, trust me, I promise you get more better
think-
result from that.
because when I was in Chicago, for those 3 months, every week when I went to school, the women had a circle every single week and different
Topics.
different topics came up, and then you had like question and answer, like they had stuff that they wanted to talk to us about, but then you had that opportunity to go over stuff like, I have questions, where do I go? This is going on. So that was every single Saturday that I was there when I was in Chicago.
Some of these sisters are pit bulls.
Damn.
They Charlene Dumas.
Charlene
Dumas in all the congregations.
I'm gonna come down there and whoop you, Carmelo.
Carmelo, I'm gonna whoop your ass, boy.
Hey, let's play this
we
video.
got that all in IUIC.
Hey, go to the part where the sister in the yellow is talking.
Shout out to Charlene Dumas. Repent, sis.
Huh? There's language. You don't hear all the beeps we've been getting already? People were cussing up here? Play the damn video, man. Beep. Go ahead, play it.
I want to allow you to say my father's a simp.
Oh, go back. No, go back some. Go back.
Daddy a simp, sis.
Go back. Go back.
I don't know. I just heard her say.
Who are these people?
Go ahead, play it. I don't. Mr. Let Go in the middle. He's a
podcast.
He's
guy,
a
right?
podcast and social media influencer. He be having some good stuff.
Yeah.
Sisters are bugged out. He covers a lot of that stuff. Okay. But go ahead, play it. Let me see.
You come from a man. You come from your daddy's balls.
That's right.
Your woman, the mama is just the egg.
That's right.
You ain't
your
just
mom
the
delivered
oven.
you. You came from a woman. Your dad did not give birth to you. Your mother.
Your mom was just an incubator. You come from your father. That's where you come from. I don't know. Listen, I can't speak to your personal situation, although you did mention it. I'm not going to speak to your personal situation, but let me help you to understand something. The dudes that came before us, and again, this has nothing to do with you, was simps. They were weak. They said,
I'm not going to. My
they
dad
said
was
happy life. I'm not talking about you.
Okay, well, I want to clear that up because my dad wasn't a simp.
Did not. Oh, you're not a good listener, right? And
I'm a great listener because this is my first time. This is my first time saying
anything to you.
I listened to you earlier and didn't even know.
I prefaced the conversation twice by saying that I was not referring to you specifically. And then you went to go on about how it is that this is represented. This ain't about you. This is about life.
And I said I wanted to make that clear that my father was not a simp. It's the same thing you were doing with people earlier. You don't like when somebody do something that you do. You were doing this to people earlier when they were speaking. All I'm saying to you is my father is not a simp. That's not an argument. My father is not a simp. That's all I was saying.
And how would you know?
I know for a fact my father is not a simp. My father is very intelligent, and my father is
what being intelligent got to do with being a simp?
It doesn't matter. He wasn't a simp.
I'm
going to leave it at that. And I'm not going to allow you to say my father's a simp because he's not.
I never said that he was. But see,
but you just said, how do I know that?
He never called your father a simp.
No, hold on, Mr. Lego. Let me cook. You know how I know that your father was possibly a simp?
He was not a simp.
Do you know how I know your father was possibly a simp? Because you automatically triggered by it and nobody called him a simp.
I'm triggered by it because my father was a great man and I don't allow nobody to talk crazy about my father.
But nobody mentioned your
daughter?
father. Nobody mentioned your father. Did anybody mention your father?
Do you have a daughter?
Did anybody mention your father?
Do you have a daughter?
I do.
Okay. If your daughter was sitting on this panel, you would want your daughter to speak highly of you as well. I'm not going to allow nobody to disrespect my dad.
If nobody asked about me,
period, he's not a simp.
If nobody asked about me, see, are you married?
I'm not married, but
I know you're not fucking married.
You don't know that I'm not married.
I do know because I can tell by that badass attitude. Listen, you already about to snatch dreams out the air. You're shaking your head. You're talking with your neck and shit. You're mentioning shit that nobody even ever brought up. I never brought up your fucking father. Not once. As a matter of fact, I made sure that you knew. Wait a second. If you be quiet for long enough to let somebody actually talk, you don't have to respond to something that I didn't even say. If you just be quiet for 5 seconds, you will understand the sentiment, and then you probably could get married. You would not be impacted by all of these fucking stories that you heard inside of your salon.
You know what's crazy? You are judging me when you don't even know me.
So you let him
get
You
don't even know me.
Hold on, y'all.
Rashawn, don't cake, Rashawn.
No, wait.
Don't cake.
He's the only person on this
panel. I don't have to know you if I asked you a specific question.
I'm not married.
Listen.
3 times.
I guarantee you I heard that 1,000 times from a bunch of chicks that was masculine as fuck.
But you just said that if I listen, I will be married. That's
Yeah, because you ain't quiet enough to actually understand. This is what I guarantee you. I guarantee you, after this show,
she's stressing me out.
So stop.
This is why sisters don't want to correct each other. Yes. Stuff like that right there.
But you know what? As it goes on, it gets much better. Because the brother starts telling her the truth, which you can tell she's never heard before. Mm-hmm. And she actually quiets down and lets him get his whole thought. So the beginning is like, it's nerve-wracking. But as it goes on, he tells her the unadulterated truth. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. There's no sugarcoating involved in any of this. Listen, it's not, and he's not saying it from a place of malice, a place of hatred. He's just he tells her the truth. So I want to get a little bit of it. Keep playing a little bit. Keep playing.
You're going to have a life reality check because it's not going to sit well with you. And the reason it's not going to sit well with you is because you're wrong as fuck. You over talking after you said that you don't over talk. You led with that fake ass femininity when you first came on the panel. I don't over talk. I don't even respond. Now look at you. You ain't out of character. This is who you fucking really are. And all I did was bring it out of you. See, the unique thing about me is that if you sit around me long enough, I'm gonna bring that bullshit up out of you. And you can't sit here and sell me something that ain't real. I knew you wasn't fucking married. And now, because of your behavior, not because of your father, but because of your behavior, I'm questioning whether or not your father is a simp.
That's right.
The reason I'm questioning whether or not your father is a simp is because there's no way that a dude that's not a simp, daughter is gonna be on here talking that bullshit, leading with that fake ass femininity, and then gonna come on here trying to talk to me like you know what the fuck is going. I don't think you really knew what you was getting yourself into, because I'm not the one. I'm gonna tell you the fucking truth. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm not trying to get on your good side. None of that. So either you can take the advice so that you can actually get the results, and it ain't even got to be the results when it come to marriage. It got to do with how you moving as a woman. That shit is fake. And all I'm doing is calling it out. You expose yourself. So you can take this shit and move differently, or you can continue to lead with that fake ass femininity and not getting the results that you want and lean to your father. Which one you want? How you gonna move? Because all of this is bullshit that you're selling right now. It's fake as fuck.
Because your damn mouth.
All right. So
hallelujah.
Let's give these brothers who's getting their balls back a round of applause.
So the brothers gave the knitted balls back to their wives and got the real balls back.
Got the real balls back.
Brother, you all right.
Because you know what? Here's the thing. When sisters get angered or they grow quiet, it's two extremes. Either they get like that or they get quiet and don't want to talk.
Right.
The men feel some kind of being compelled to make it right with them. What's wrong? What's the matter?
Bump that.
What's this? What's that? Listen, let me tell you something. You have one chance. Hey, what's wrong? Nothing? Okay.
Done.
That's it.
Yeah, my Lord.
I ain't no mind reader.
I don't give a damn if it's 3 hours later and you still got a sour face. I don't care. Because you had one shot.
Yep.
Right.
Listen, we not in 5th grade.
Nope.
Right. And we ain't mind readers.
So the same thing goes right back to what you're saying, what you said earlier, Cap. They sit in the congregation and nobody says anything. You ask this, is anything going on? No, it's good. But then you pass around the cards to see if any questions or concerns. Now there's a litany of stuff.
Right.
It's bad girls club.
Now it's bad girls club.
Yeah, we heard that last
mean
night.
Girls club.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, but we walk around it, especially Cap. We walk around and talk and talk to
Nobody
y'all.
says nothing.
I walk around every Sabbath.
Nobody says nothing.
Nobody says anything. So the point, what I like about what the brother said is the brother told her the truth. She made it an issue of him calling her father a simp, which he did not do.
Right.
He never said her father was a simp. He
She got triggered early.
He said, but your actions are now causing me to question if your father is a simp.
Right.
It's the same thing when it goes to married couples in this truth. Your wife will, we don't necessarily know if the brother's a simp or not. It's not until certain issues arise that the simpness comes out of you.
Right.
So the issue comes up. Let's say your wife is involved. The way you handle it shows if you're a simp or not. So we never thought you were a simp.
Right.
Until it was involving your wife.
Uh-oh.
When your wife is now involved, all of a sudden it's straight into defense mode. First of all, you weren't there.
Right.
I never forget, I remember a brother told me and Cap was on the phone, told us, we said, bro, you need to check your wife, examine, some stuff that's going on with her, whatever the case may be. The brother said, I don't gotta question my wife. I know what she did. So we said, wait a minute, were you there? No,
she told.
I said, this nigga crazy. This nigga is crazy.
That's a dangerous spirit. That's a dangerous spirit.
And he eventually left. Listen, let me tell you something. Brothers, stop being in defense mode of your wives, man.
Hey, Kat, let me see something on that. Most of the times, if it's involving your house, it seems like brothers feel they have to defend the family member who it's involved in. No, that's their sin. That's not your sin.
Right.
That's not your sin to cover. Period. You understand? You take it on as if it's your sin because it's your wife. No, if your wife got the devil on her, your job is to bring it out just like anybody else. It is what it is. You can't be in defense of your wife or your kids or none of that nonsense. You're supposed to bring that thing out. Period.
That's true.
Is there more on that?
I think that was the whole video. Oh, I gotta type something real quick.
But what was the go back?
There was more on that video?
Was there more on there? Let it ride.
Hey yo, no, not wait, no. I know.
Man, how many times have we seen this shit?
Hey yo, I know you got the minister meme on here. Yo.
Look, women don't listen; they interpret. So there was a lot of interpreting that.
Hey,
so, ladies,
run that back.
Period.
Run that back real quick.
Women don't listen; they interpret.
No, yeah, that part too. But run that back. So hit play a little bit more.
And lean to your father.
I'm gonna show you a sensitive Negro right here.
How you gonna move? Because all of this is bullshit that you're selling right now.
Listen.
It's fake as fuck.
Because your damn mouth.
Listen.
Hey yo, no, not wait, no. I know.
Man, how many times have we seen this shit?
Listen.
Hey yo, I know you got the minister meme on here. Yo.
Look, women don't listen; they interpret. So there was a lot of
you hear that part right there?
That
you hear what the brother said? How's he not right? You hear what the brother said in the corner, right? At the bottom. You ain't right, man. How you not right? Expose the damn truth. You got to be mindful. This be the brother, like you said, Cap. Just right now, these be the men that will sit there and try to defend their wives or defend a family member. No, what he's speaking is
stop banging the table.
I'm sorry, it's a habit. Keep going.
Period. Everybody just watching or whatever. Understand that a lot of the times when you try to argue with a man or a woman, you're interpreting what somebody said, and you just go down a fucking rabbit hole when you don't necessarily need to. We have to, well, y'all have to, because men don't do this, stop interpreting what somebody said. He said twice.
Mr. Lego.
Yeah.
The reality is that I want her to be successful. My general sentiment in life is to have everybody that eventually come in contact with me take something positive out of it. I'm not saying this just because I want to get on her or some shit. I'm saying it because it's real. And I'm not sure if the people that's in her inner circle, and I don't know who's in her inner circle, I'm talking about her friends, any dude that she'd never interacted with. I'm not sure if they've ever actually been honest enough to tell her the truth. Because I'm not emotionally attached to her, or I don't have any personal vendetta, I don't even know her from a can of paint, and she probably don't know me. I can be real. I'm gonna tell her the truth. That shit is not kosher. That shit is not cool. And she's basically, I never even said anything about her father whatsoever. I prefaced the conversation twice by saying, this is not personal to you. This has nothing to do with you. And then she went on a tangent about her father. Now, what is that supposed to say? What does that communicate?
Women don't listen, they interpret.
Because communication is 90% body language. It's 90% of the things that you don't say when you not.
Stop.
That's that face.
So, remember, we got some of the things we So a sister said it in here about captain's wife rolled her eyes at her, right?
Resting B face and all that.
Right. The dirty looks they give when somebody want to sit next to them,
right?
Things of that nature. So it's not necessarily that they're rude outwardly, but your countenance. Give me that in Sirach. Is it 25 or 26?
Countenance shows
about evil 25. It shows what she is. No. Or the wickedness of a woman changeth her countenance. That's what I want.
25 and 23.
Read that.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 23.
Go ahead.
A wicked woman.
A what?
A wicked woman.
So now, here's the thing. Sirach is writing to Israelites, right? And the Israelites are in various congregations. Am I correct? So this is to the 12 tribes, no matter where we are, because what we're seeing is the same issue is in various congregations, and some people even commented in various camps. They mentioned various camps that it's the same thing. So we know y'all window shopping, but it's all good. The point is various congregations and various camps is who this is being addressed to. Go ahead.
A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance.
So a wicked woman abates the courage and makes a heavy countenance. What is her appearance? When you see how someone may come in joyful, someone may come in, enthusiastic to hear about the truth.
Yes.
What will that sister's spirit do? It will change and drain that person's joy or zeal out of them.
How many times have we said, like concerning certain officers, that newer sisters will come in and have a zeal for, I want to go in the kitchen, or I want to do this, I want to do that. And we'll be like, yeah, let's get them in soon because these ones ain't infected by the nasty spirit of the other ones did.
Right.
That's normally what happens in this body.
In 25.
Right.
Chapter 13, 25.
Chapter 13, verse 25.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 25. The heart of a man changeth his countenance, whether it be for good or evil.
No, that's not what I wanted.
You want the other one?
No, that's not what I wanted. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Verse 17.
Yep.
Thank you.
Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 17.
Who found this armor bearer? Go ahead.
The wickedness of a woman.
There it is.
Changeth her face.
So both the one you read first, soldier, correct. The wicked woman can drain the countenance of someone who's zealous coming in.
Right.
Because we got, I assume a lot of the responses we got last night was from newer sisters. Yeah. And they were complaining about sisters who've been here for some time. So that was the officers' wives, captains' wives, so on and so forth, right? But read that verse again.
Yes, sir. The wickedness of a woman.
So the wickedness of a woman
changeth her face.
That's the evil looks for someone wanting to sit next to you.
Damn, inner demon.
That's the rolling of the eyes. Guess what God says you are? Read that again.
The wickedness of a woman.
Now, real quick.
Wait.
Oh, keep going.
Changeth.
Read that last part.
The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Like sackcloth.
And darkeneth her countenance. That's the mean mugging.
Yep.
That's the you ain't a part of my clique look.
So when she see the new sister come and sit down and ready to sit down beside her, her countenance changed.
Yep.
Now it's like sackcloth. Oh, damn. This is
right.
She ain't in my clique.
One more verse real quick.
Yeah,
one more verse. We're gonna come back. Psalms 122, verse 1. We're gonna come back. Don't lose that Sirach. Psalms 122, verse 1. So the spirit that's new coming in feels like this. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 122, verse 1. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord.
Wait a minute. So the spirit, we on the street, we teaching, we like, hey, listen, what you doing today?
We got a school.
We got a school.
Come on through.
Come to the school. Yeah, oh, you got a school?
Oh, man, I've been looking for y'all.
Where's the address? My brother pulled up on us when we was at the interview with Bishop, and he said, "Man, I've been looking for y'all."
Yeah.
Hey, here go the address to the school. So they got that like, I finally found y'all.
Right.
Go back to Sirach now.
Damn.
The first one you read.
Yes, sir. Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage.
So now that person is joyful saying, let us go to the house of the Lord. You like, man, I heard y'all.
I made it.
I saw y'all at the Barclays.
Damn.
I've been looking for y'all.
I want a purple shirt, man.
How do I get a purple shirt?
How do I get I want to be in that line.
I want to be there. Sisters, come. How do I support y'all? I want to be there. I want to see that. I want to bring my son. We hear that. I want to bring my son.
Remember, the sisters sit out in the freaking 15-degree weather in New York. Say, hey, man, I got to find y'all and bring my son to y'all.
Exactly.
Hours.
So read what you sisters in the congregation are doing. Read it again.
A wicked woman abateth the courage.
So that person that has that zeal, that courage to come through these doors for what the world has demonized. I want y'all to think about that. Yeah. The world has demonized us. This person, this spirit built up the courage to come through the doors. But it says a wicked woman takes that courage away.
Damn.
A wicked woman removes that zeal from that brother, from that sister.
Now the brother just see it as, oh, it's just like the world.
Right.
I could have stayed in a Christian church for this.
I could have stayed in a Christian church for it. Go ahead.
Make it an heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
And it says makes a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. That's what Cap just said.
Right.
They won't even come back. They're like, I thought this was going to be different.
Right.
I thought this was the change in the community that these brothers on the street was teaching.
I thought this was the fresh glass of water, clean glass of water.
So question. So that means the men are on the street teaching about changing your life, changing your family, changing your community, changing your nation. You're telling me they come in the truth now and the courage gets abated? So you're actually what do you call it? Destroying what the men are on the street building.
Right. Right. You hindering the building.
Capo. No. You in the spirit. Look. You just said you have basically hindered what the men on the street have been teaching. Now, meanwhile, we out teaching.
Bring them in.
We're bringing them in, but then you'll have a scoffer. You ain't even freaking out there. And Satan came immediately and took away the word that was sown. You a scoffer from the damn house.
Satan all in you.
You thinking you having a good, okay, no scoffer came to camp. Meanwhile, a scoffer in the damn congregation inside.
And it's your wife.
And took away the word.
Gosh damn. Some of y'all mean-spirited as all hell. You mean-spirited as hell.
That's heavy.
Just stay home, man.
Period. Stay home,
That's heavy.
man. Watch from home. You listen, you can't be up in here destroying what the men in the street doing in the spirit of Christ. The men are in the street bringing out this truth, telling sisters, listen, you got to change your dress code. You got to change your mindset. You got to stop whoring out yourselves. And sisters will be like, you know what, you right. I want to go to learn where y'all at. I want to see y'all wives and see how they're dressed and see how they govern themselves. And they come in here. And you telling me you taking the spirit that brought them in here away from them?
The hell is this?
You are the devil the Bible speaks of, man.
Hey, where's the Zoom link?
It's in the description.
You sure?
Wow.
All right, I know we got somebody trying to Zoom in.
All praises.
The link, send me the.
It's in the Telegram.
If you're trying to Zoom in, look in the description box. And click the link. Click the link in the description box on IUIC Macon, Georgia's YouTube channel. All right.
Hey, so while we wait for that Zoom call, go to the bottom left. Sisters, today is your day. Huh? You want to keep going?
I was just gonna say that.
No, go ahead.
The brother on the bottom left that Captain RA brought out.
Oh, go back
that was
to
the simp brother, right?
Yeah, he's a simp. Go back to the top right.
The brother that was on the left, there was he's joking at the bottom. He's the simp brother, right? He is what is wrong with the brothers today.
There you go.
He is the Ahab that we gotta fight. And the simp, here's what we don't really recognize.
Yep.
The simp is a dangerous creature.
Yes.
A simp is a very dangerous creature. Why?
That's what the crocodile hunter was in the wilderness looking for.
Oh, damn.
You're a wild animal.
You're a wild animal because the simp brother who has no control of his emotions, he will be the one to pull out a gun and shoot a brother somebody. Because some woman went up to him. Oh, that nigga over there disrespecting me. That's these brothers are very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. They're usually raised by single mamas, got the same emotions as a woman, and they like to enable other women to do evil and debauchery. All right, so We got to be careful of that spirit too.
Cap, somebody in the comment said that type of woman is worse than the feds.
Damn. We got a Zoom call or what?
Oh snap.
Let me just send him some mama the link.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So, hold on. I gotta read. Well, let's clear something up. I want to clear something up. So, that I made mention that about the reserved seating. So, the seating, the first row is reserved for the upper leadership, wives. Okay, I want to clear that up. Upper leadership wives, that first row is reserved for them. But the rest of the congregation, as far as officers' wives and things of that nature, that goes from the second row back, is open seating. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
So I want to clear that part up. And secondly, so there's a message that came through. I told a sister in New York to come to ATL camp. She's 37. I said, you've been with us for some time. I said, you can find a good husband there. She said, no. Sister so-and-so is there. Captain so-and-so wife. She's rude and a monster. I want to keep my zeal and my faith. No thanks.
Damn.
So it goes right back to what we just brought out. You have people that possibly want to, and I'm gonna deal with specifically with Atlanta. You have people that want to move here and refuse
because your ass is here.
You are a fire-breathing monster. You're a fire-breathing monster. And guess what happens? That spirit trickles. Give me that in Deuteronomy. I think it's Deuteronomy chapter 20 about if a man go to war and have fear. Yeah. Deuteronomy chapter 20. I want to show y'all something because we think it's an isolated incident. It's not. The spirit spreads because what happens is even if it's other congregations come in contact with you and they see how you deal, they think that's the standard on how women are supposed to act. And that spirit jumps on them. Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 8.
Yes, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 8.
Go ahead.
And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, what man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return unto his house.
Okay.
Lest his brethren's heart faint as well as his heart.
So wait a minute. So when it's time to go to war, God told Moses, listen, tell the mighty men of war, children of Israel, if there's any among you that's fearful, stay home. Why? Because that spirit of fear will spread to others. It's the same thing with any spirit.
Right.
If spirits are left alone and go unchecked, they spread. They spread. That's the fearful spirit. That's the whoremongering spirit, the lust spirit. That's the grudging, hateful, and envious spirit. That's the rude and churlish spirit. Bishop went into churl yesterday. He went into that. And the thing is, we don't think that that's contagious. It is. So when sisters see you start a clique of rude-ass spirited sisters, guess what happens? That spirit spreads. Right. So the only one that joins your clique is two types of people. Those that fear you because they're on the outskirts, and those that are mean as hell just like you.
Right. Wow. Right.
I'm going to tell you straight. Your clique is just like a gang. The gang only consists of those that are fearful because they'll get their ass whooped if they don't join the gang, and those that are monsters just like the gang leaders. It is no different.
Vashti and Jezebel.
There is Vashti and Jezebel. You talking about Bloods and
the
Crips?
Crew, yeah.
Ain't no Bloods and Crips. Right, it's Vashti and Jezebel. What's your set? Brace yourself, fool.
Vashti.
Brace yourself. No.
Brace yourself, sis.
Ain't no click nothing, man. Ain't no click nothing. And none of us as leaders should be allowing that. None of us as leaders should be allowing that.
Right.
Because these sisters will destroy the congregation if you give them an inch. They will. Wars are started over these sisters.
Right.
Kingdoms fall because of women.
Right.
And wickedness is in the midst of women.
Right.
Y'all gotta really, not y'all, we all have to look at this. We gotta look at this thing spiritually. The same issue can't be going on in every congregation and it's left undealt with.
Right.
Nah, these sisters, man, be quiet and sit your ass down. Or stay at home.
I like stay at home.
Stay at home works for me too. Stay at home.
Because you ain't trying to fix it, so just stay at home.
And you brothers, some of y'all are afraid to get your wives upset.
Yep.
Right. Like you ain't gonna get none.
Listen, I already lost my hair.
Yep.
I don't give a damn.
Receding hairline.
I ain't worried about losing my hair. It is what it is. Listen, the Lord can't equip us for the battle on the street, but we scared of the battle at home.
Right.
Right.
No, I ain't telling you to go home and argue with her all day. I don't be arguing with these damn women. You say what you got to say. You keep it moving.
Yep.
But the moment something in that spirit gets lifted up, you better be ready to cast it down.
Yep.
Despite how she may feel. And that's what that's why I like what the brother said. The brother said, listen, you're gonna have a life-altering moment after what I say next.
Right.
He said, your life is about to change because you ain't never gonna hear it like this again. You sisters need to listen. A lot of times your Lord says things to you and you sisters don't listen. Then when you stood before the congregation, you sitting there looking goofy as hell because you're like, damn, I should have listened because my Lord did tell me this. Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. Now, real quick, let's go to the other video.
Listen, Elisha, type in the comments the Zoom link. Because you lied to me earlier, bro. Repent.
Damn. The Zoom link is in the description?
Put it in the comments. No, it wasn't in the description when I asked you for it. You lied to me, bro. Just repent.
Damn.
Put it in the comments. On the live chat. Let me say it like that. On the live chat.
Yeah, I'm looking at the description. It's not there,
It's
bro.
not there.
No, I had to refresh because when he told me it was in there, it wasn't in there. So thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Did you put it in the
Your lying ass.
with your lying ass? You gonna be all right with your lying ass?
Damn.
Yo,
Did you put it in the comments or not?
Oh, that's it right there?
No, now it's in there. But did you put it in the comments?
Wait, listen, was it always there?
No,
Natural
Cap,
mind.
did
Was
you
it
see
there?
it there?
I ain't see it.
I didn't refresh. You said you refreshed? All right.
Elisha,
all right, we
did you
got
put it in the comments?
Yo, Cap, your hairline going back right now. Cap, your hair.
I don't see it.
Yo.
You see it in the comments? In the live chat?
I don't know where to look.
I see podcasts, Facebook, Twitter.
It's not in the.
Because
the link
somebody's
out
trying to
there.
zoom in and they can't find the link.
It's right there.
Oh, he said, oh, okay.
So where is it?
Huh? It won't go into the comments?
Okay. If you're trying to zoom in, go to the description
So do I
box.
click about?
So
I'm looking at the description.
So you click
You
the
click
more
more.
button.
You click more.
Yeah, I clicked more.
Where's the more at?
where's the more?
Okay, so I do have to refresh so that means it really wasn't there, Cap. Because I got the original.
I know because I got the original and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So this brother here.
There's some
I don't
agents
know,
back
man.
there. Y'all doing some prem nigga trick going on back there.
Hey, send it to me on Telegram. Elisha, send it to me on Telegram.
Okay.
Refresh and hit the Zoom link in
with your lying
the
ass.
description. With your lying ass.
Word.
You just put in the tech team? Okay, yeah.
You just did it? All right, I got you, bro.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's on there now, sisters?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's in the description now. Officer Lisha had one of the agents from what is that?
What's that?
The Pentagon.
Oh.
The Pentagon just
Undid
beep, 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 beep. Yeah. they just added it. Hey, go to the video on the bottom left. Go back out and go to the video on the bottom left. Yes. Yes. Stop. Pause. Just go back to the beginning. And let us know when the person zoomed in. Go ahead.
If a man and wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same statistical chance as children raised by just their father.
Stop. So, children that are raised by a father and mother, are less likely to end up in jail. But it is the same statistic as of a single father. They're less likely to end up in jail. Go ahead.
Girls with no fathers in the home have lower self-esteem. No father families more likely to be victims of abuse, especially with single mothers.
Stop. Stop.
Uh-oh.
It says children that come from single mother homes are more likely to suffer abuse and more likely to have self-esteem issues. Okay. Go back a second.
Self-esteem. No father families more likely to be victims of abuse, especially with single mothers. Children with high BMI more often come from fatherless homes. Here's something. Fathers have the fittest children. That was really interesting to me. The more opportunities a child has to interact with biological father, the less likely they are to commit a crime or have contact with the juvenile justice system. Okay, another way to say that is men and women who are incarcerated, the population of the prisons mostly encompass fatherless homes. Now, here's something that no one else has mentioned, which I think is cool, and I don't really say this eloquently. If a man and wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same statistical chance as children raised by just their father.
So stop. Okay. We brought this out, not statistically on the show, but we've made mention of it quite a few times. So, Second Ezra, I think it's chapter 5, about menstruous women. So, Chapter 8? Oh, 5. Yes, sir. So, you have single mothers who right now are all over social media. They're getting BBLs.
And they're getting praised, too.
We saw sisters on the podcast. She said she was single. Remember, the sister said she's not married. The brother said, are you married? She said, no. He says, how did I know you wasn't married?
Right.
Just like when we deal with sisters on the street.
We
know when you're not married.
Right. That brother might be watching us, bro.
Right, he might be. He might be. He might just be. Brothers know that you're not married by the spirit you're moving in. Right. And also by the spirit you're moving in, with married brothers, it shows what level you're dealing in your household. It shows. It's obvious. But the point is this. Single sisters are to blame for the high population of men in jail, or people, or brothers and sisters in prison. And nobody talks about that. They'll say, oh, but the man ain't there.
Right.
Oh, he left. He left. What about the man? What about this? What about that?
What about your mean spirit?
There it is, Cap.
What about your mean
Let's talk about
spirit that possibly ran that man off? And he said, to hell with them damn, he said, F them damn kids, I'm out of here. I can't deal with this. I'm going to kill myself or kill you, so I got to go.
Right.
Now you left to raise some badass kids by your damn self. When they end up, they end up with no discipline, and they end up in jail.
Getting abused, low self-esteem. And the low self-esteem goes right to the young men being so emotional.
And they probably end up molested too, because there's no protection of the father in the house.
None. Matter of fact, there was a video you had, I don't know if we put it up, but about the father shooting the pedophile standing in his daughter's room.
Yep.
Dude, they found a pedophile climb through their daughter's window. Now that child will always remember, my father protected me. That daughter's always gonna remember that. There's videos I see all the time where sisters is like, I'm so glad my father was in my life my entire life. And I'm not talking about the man who just created you with the mother. I'm talking about a father. I'm talking about a provider, a protector, a spiritual booster. That father, he's gonna boost your spirit. He's gonna teach you, listen, stop walking with your head down. Stop, make sure, sit with your legs closed. Pull your dress down. A father is always watching his daughter. That's what the scripture says.
Tells you.
Always watching his daughter. You know what sisters are doing? They want their daughter to be their friend.
They're doing TikTok videos together. That's what they're doing.
They want them to be their friend. Or they're cussing their daughter out because now she's growing up as a woman. And the mother now thinks that her boyfriend wants her daughter.
Precious.
Right.
Like Precious.
Yeah,
I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all either want your daughters to be your friends or you think they're your competition.
Right. Y'all arguing over the same man.
Your son is either your boy toy or he just like his damn daddy.
Right.
It's one extreme to the other. Just like we just saw in the video with the sister. The sister went from one extreme to the other. She went from making up a fictitious story in her friggin' mind to finally shutting the hell up.
Freaking psycho.
Yo, Cap, you know I live by that shit right there. You know that's my mantra. I think these women are friggin' psychopaths, man. I'm telling you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's sisters that don't believe.
Right.
But
just very few.
It's very
slim, very
few. It's very. The Bishop Kanai brought out yesterday about the righteous scarcely being saved. The righteous scarcely being saved. And you gotta think about it. You gotta think why would women desire in Isaiah 4:1 to cleave to a man that badly?
Right.
It's because of the filth in Isaiah chapter 3 that they're filled with.
Right.
So finally, when they see the Lord's judgment comes. And the sons of God are now cleaned up. And everything they've been talking about is real. You ain't got no choice but to get your shit together. Excuse me. I'm sorry. You ain't got no choice. Because right now, a lot of them look at us, we dated some niggas. They doing it like they did every week. He's just like when he was in the gang. He's just like when he was dealing in the music industry. He's just like they see us busy doing the Lord's work. But what they don't realize is not like any work we've done before.
Right.
We was busy. We was in sports, going to various sports camps to better ourselves and going to this place to play and doing all kind of stuff. Right, Cap? Doing all kind of stuff. Right? What? Well, I just crossed my line. But in various walks of life is what I'm saying. Traveling with your church choir, singing everywhere, doing all kind of work, whatever it is, right? But they equating that work we do in the world.
When he mentioned the church choir singing all over the place,
whatever. No, Cap, stay focused, Cap, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused, bro. Don't lose sight. We focus right now. But they equate that work or whatever we thought was work we were doing in the world to what we're doing in the truth now. It is two totally different things. It is two different things. Listen, what we're doing now is bringing salvation to a nation of people.
Right.
We giving hope to the hopeless. We giving a voice to the voiceless. Y'all sisters don't understand that. So what y'all doing is y'all hindering the mission.
Right.
Y'all are slowing up your own salvation.
Satan using your ass.
Do y'all know that?
I don't think they get it though, Cap.
They making our job harder.
I don't think they get it.
Right.
But what I'm saying when I say that I don't think they get it is the Most High will move your hair-hatted hooligan ass out the way. It's going to happen.
I mentioned it to a sister last night. Some Israelite congregations refuse to even have women in there.
Man.
Right now, that's out there right now.
Now.
Women are not allowed inside.
You're not even allowed in some Israelite congregations. Damn.
Facts.
I wonder why.
Not saying I agree, but I understand.
Yeah, we understand.
I'm gonna say it again. I ain't
Not
saying
we
I
agree, but we understand.
But we understand.
We understand.
Wink, wink.
like
hey, you know what's
Captain B. Remember he's going over that first Tabernacles when it was just the brothers in New York.
Right.
We don't agree, but we understand.
But here's what's so crazy about it. Some sisters understand too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some sisters don't even want to be around other sisters. Damn.
Uh-oh.
Is that my mama? Is that my mama?
Where'd she go?
Uh-oh. How you took off the screen right now?
You hung up on my mama?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You got Mama, you got on your fighting gloves.
Oh shoot.
She out there working out.
Working out.
She said, I'm gonna come down there and whoop these sisters.
Did y'all
Mama,
open it
come
up?
on down and whoop these sisters.
Shalom, mama.
Man.
Most High Christ bless. Put it on the screen, man. What y'all doing?
We can't hear her.
What are y'all doing?
Y'all cutting up.
Bring new guy back. Where's new guy?
Hey, where's new guy at,
Where's
man?
Soldier new guy? He moved. Shout out to Soldier new guy.
Who's back
man.
there? Who's back there?
Matthias?
Mama, they trying to
There
they trying to.
There you go.
We're gonna blame New York because he's from New York. We're gonna blame New York for this.
New York trying to sabotage you, Mama.
Hey, shalom, Mama.
Shalom, Mama. Most like Christ bless.
Different places. I'm actually in the corner of the gym right now. I had a workout this morning with Shayna, and so I overheard some of the conversation, and so I wanted to chime in. And Bishop and I we have plenty of stories, so I wanted to share a quick story first before I go into today's topic. Many years ago, when I probably only had 2 children at the time, Bishop came up to me and he said to me, "There's a new sister who's married, and she says that you don't like her." And I said, "Well, why is that?" He said, "Well, whatever you did or whatever you said, she believes that you do not like her. So he said, you better fix it."
Right.
So the next time I see her, I said to her, "Sis, you know what? I apologize if I offended you in any shape or form whatsoever." And I said, "I want you to understand that I love all my sisters in Christ." And I said, we have to get to know each other, and, we can pretty much be really good friends. I said, everybody starts off in the same place with me. Now, at that point, I wasn't spiritually mature to be able to really handle the conversation. So as we talk in terms of cliques, as we talk in terms of people being standoffish, as we talk about people not being approachable, for myself, it has been a learning curve. And I understand the mission in terms of where women sit in the congregation, right? And so coming back from the old school, I used to feel that way. That the bishops' wives, the captains' wives, and the generals' wives, they used to all sit up in the front, and they kind of used to look down on those of us that were new, or at least that was what the perception was. And so when Bishop Yawasop and my Lord decided that, let's have a welcome home packet, right? That was explained to me, especially since we started the congregation in our literal home, that you have to welcome people in your home. My grandmother used to say that I'm a cityfied country girl. And so those girls that are in the north and live in the north, we kind of sometimes can have a really stink attitude, and we can really have that resting bitch face a lot. And so part of the act of repenting is to soften up, to relax, to invite people into your home. And when we have people on the Sabbath, you are inviting people into your spiritual home. And it's really important that we reflect that. I also believe that a lot of it comes from not being spiritually aware, not being spiritually confident. It comes from a lack of faith, and people can see that, and you are fearful of being exposed for not being the woman that you are supposed to be.
Whoa!
And
wait a minute.
100%.
And I'm saying, and I'm saying that in true sincerity, because in my own spiritual walk, I was there. And so because of that, I make it a practice to make sure that I am welcoming, that I am greeting. I have this thing that people say where I go around the congregation and I introduce myself. I kind of do the rounds. Right. And so I do say that we are a reflection of our lords in their houses. So you want to make sure that you're putting on the best face. So if your husband is friendly and courageous and bold and so forth, if you are supposed to be one flesh and in one accord, you should likely do the exact same thing. And this has to do with practice. It has to be a best practice of all of us to rehearse those things that we need to do on a daily basis. And so if you're not comfortable doing that, model that behavior. I often say to people that when I'm in a funky mood, I tell myself, I have a conversation with myself, you know what, Shamara, you're going to smile today. Right. You're going to go the extra mile today. You're going to be extra sweet. You're going to make sure that you greet everybody in the kitchen crew. You're going to make sure that you speak to that sister that kind of gives you the side eye. And what I can say personally is that when and just in, for example, yesterday, when during Sabbath, there are certain certain new sisters where they're fearful. When they come in the first day, they're fearful. They have no idea what to expect whatsoever. And so when they see a woman that has been in the congregation for quite some time, they're looking for you for assurance. They're looking to you for comfort. They're looking to you to make sure that they've made the right decision in their spiritual walk as they're going to walk strong for the rest of their lives. And so we have a very important responsibility not to tear another woman down, but to build them up and to say, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it too. And so it's very important that we take that very, very seriously. And so I think it's important that we follow our husbands' leads, that we follow leadership. And because when all these people are coming in, what's going to make us different than the other churches? What's going to make us different? Okay. And so when the scriptures in James chapter 1, verse 19, where it says to be quick to listen, you know, I like that quote that the brother was talking about when he was saying that women don't listen, they interpret. And I'm guilty of that, absolutely. And I think that one of the problems that women have is that you get comfortable. If you get comfortable, that's where your problem is going to lie. We can never get comfortable. And I can tell you, Bishop never allows me to get comfortable. There's always something to do. There's always something to fix. So if you get comfortable in your so-and-so front row seat, okay, that's a problem. You know, you should be comfortable enough that you should be able to give up your seat if necessary. You should be able to be a light in dark places for those that are looking for some sort of hope and encouragement. And so I just wanted to encourage women that even though you may be in a really bad and dark place right now, you can overcome it. You can overcome it with the application of the scriptures and to be able to follow your Lord's lead in this truth. And now we don't like correction. We don't like when someone tells us, you know what, you got a bad attitude, you got a stink face, you need to change it. But part of the growing process is to accept that correction and move forward.
Right.
One.
Hallelujah.
Where the moms at?
Hallelujah.
Wow. 100%. Go ahead, Kat.
Hey, mama, because I know you cannot ride off of Bishop's tailcoats, right or wrong. You have to put in your own work. Please touch on that.
I've said previously that the bishop really made it clear that if I was not capable of being his pillar of rest and helpmate, that the Lord would not have given me to him. He would have not chose me for him, and we would have not been predestined to be together. Now, with that being said, it comes with the building of faith. And so I think that a lot of times women misinterpret, and myself included in that, being that we are more emotional creatures, is that when our lords are trying to correct us to get us to be in alignment with them in according to scripture, our feelings get hurt. And that's really the demon being removed, or the demons or the faults that we have that are being broken down. And so we push back on that. And so I had to make it a point, and for myself to say, you know what, even though I am, his wife, I have to make sure that I set the right example for those women that are coming after me. And this morning when I was talking to Shayna, I had the conversation with her, and I have said for many, many years that one day officers' wives will be captains' wives. One day captains' wives will be deacons' wives. One day deacons' wives will be bishops' wives. And I remember when Bishop Yawasop got promoted, when Captain Joshua and Captain Isaac got promoted to deacons, that actually came to fruition. And so we were joking and we were saying, as your lords get promoted, you should also be worthy of the positions and honor them in that. And so you need to always stay ready, so that way you don't have to get ready. And so with the positions that you all hold, there comes, some very serious responsibilities that are along with that. And the bishop was very clear about that last night when he was breaking down the requirements for bishops and deacons in Titus chapter 3, right? And so one of the things that I always point out is that the scriptures also say, likewise must their wives also be, right? And so it's important that we ourselves remain blameless as well. And so a lot of times people think that, oh, because their husbands are sitting on a high seat or their husbands have some sort of rank in the school, that somehow or another that excludes them from any source of discipline. And let me tell you, and I'm very upfront at the fact that I get put on blast in a heartbeat. I mean, I can't even that's why some of this stuff to me is like mind-boggling. And I pray that I've never been a bad example in terms of that. And so when I hear this type of stuff, it makes me want to go harder because I don't know where that's coming from.
Right.
Mother Shamar, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where that's coming from.
Mother Shamar, can I read something real quick? Can I read
yes,
something?
sir.
So I just got a text message from an officer. He said, Bishop's wife is genuine. My mom always speaks highly of her because years ago, my mom sat in her seat by accident. And Bishop's wife said, no, it's okay. Sit there. She said she felt welcome because of her. And she always, to this day, respected her. My mother is a die-hard Pentecostal Christian. He said, I never told this story before.
Wow.
Glory to the Most High God.
Wow.
So you got to think about that. Wow. So Mother Shamara allows a new sister to sit in her seat. A sister who comes, who
must be a visitor.
Yes, who comes from a die-hard Christian background and felt welcome. Now here we are today discussing sisters being unwelcoming to new sisters.
For 2 hours.
So somebody's not applying Titus 2 here, Mother Shamar. They're not coming to you to find out how to do these things. You know,
that sometimes it's disheartening. Last night there was a sister who was visiting from Chicago, and my apologies that I can't remember her name right now in the moment, but she came over to me and she said, I just want to thank you for being genuine and making us feel loved and welcome and so forth, because it really means a lot. And so it's conversations like that actually encourage me, because sometimes it's hard. Because sometimes I feel like people aren't listening. Right. People don't care. And it gets hard sometimes. People think that just because you're a bishop's wife, that everything is going to be fine. And that, you just sit up in the seat and you get the spotlight, you get your food first and all that. They think that that's sort of like, but they don't understand what the struggle has been.
So I want to say this too. So first off, thank you, Mother Shamar, for calling in. Thank you. Give a round of applause. And
all praise.
I'm glad that you brought out the point that you went through similar struggles early on in your walk. Because what I tend to see, and we had a meeting with the officers of 50. Was it last week? Yeah. 50s and up. We had senior officers here, and we disclose a lot of stuff that we experience coming up and experience now. And all of them were like, Y'all get blasted too? We thought y'all only blast us. But we have to go through the growing pains the same way we're putting you through the growing pains. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, my point is, both officers and their wives somehow feel that when you reach a certain position, whether it be a captain or senior officer or whatever, correction stops. Or you've reached perfection.
Hell no.
Correction ain't never gonna stop.
Listen. So listen, here's what I want y'all to see. A lot of you brothers, and when you read 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, no temptation common to man. Okay, so the scripture says there's no temptation that is uncommon to man. So you soldiers, much of what you deal with in your household, officers deal with in their household. Officers, most of what you deal with in your household, captains deal with in their household. God says there's no temptation that's uncommon to man. Don't think what you're going through is some strange thing. It's
only happening to you.
Only happening to you. And I hate when people say, you don't understand what I'm going through.
Right.
What the hell? Do you have some new... Did the earth open up and swallow your family and close back up like it didn't exist? Like it never happened? Did Most High do a new thing in the earth? No. All of what we go through is common. So I'm glad Mother Shamara brought out the point of her going through something similar in her walk. It's showing that spirit is still here. Mm-hmm. So we're talking, 20, 30 years ago when she's mentioning about that particular point. Still, it's here today. Mm-hmm. We have to do better. You sisters better do better. And you brothers better check these women. Mm-hmm. Check these women. Stop letting them run rampant. The minute something reaches your ears, a captain or your peer or whoever brings it to your attention, do not let it go. Right. You better deal with it. Now, I'm not telling you to hold a grudge and it be 3 weeks later and you still don't walk around house. No. You check that ish and you hold her accountable to it. Right. You check and hold accountable. Period. Don't be scared, brothers. Get your balls back. You know what we're gonna do? Make a little PSR pouch. Yeah. Whoa. You know how they have? You know how they have the fanny packs? Make a PSR pouch with two little slots. It got 2 slots sold down the middle.
Each ball.
1 ball in each slot. You can
call it a tea bag.
You can carry it.
Tea bag pouch. A satchel. A satchel.
You got a tea bag satchel.
Oh man.
You gotta be kidding me.
A scrotum satchel.
All right. We got Mother Shamara. Thank you again for calling in.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. Thank you. So we got a couple more points to go over before we close out. Oh, listen. If you're whatever I just made a copy. I'm gonna share it in our sisters group. All you, let me see where the senior sisters group at. Y'all ass is required to watch today's show,
right?
And we're gonna do a Q&A on it.
Yes,
right.
I ain't playing with y'all.
Matter
Okay,
of
I
fact,
just
y'all should
posted it.
go over this show once a month.
Yes,
that was
once a month.
Very, very informative, man. All right, so, and listen. Know for certainty that the watch from home package is teeter-tottering with y'all. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling y'all better fix this nonsense. And we got a lot of complaints about officers' wives. A lot of them. You brothers, you officers, listen, it's gonna hold question to your office. Yeah. As an officer. You bet. Listen, it's one thing to have a woman who you correct and she doesn't do. Bishop Kanai mentioned this yesterday, and she doesn't do it. You have it. That's a whole nother issue. I ain't talking about that because you got to eventually make a decision. The point I'm talking about is you hear things happen, you quickly defend her without being there. We touched on that, or you sweep it under the rug like it didn't happen. And now it's just. You know how you sweep one time under the rug? It doesn't make any dent. Right. But after you sweep 20, 30, 40 things under the rug, that rug starts lifting up off the ground. You can't hide that much dirt. You can't hide that much foolishness, folly, and sin. There's no rug that's going to cover that. So you have to deal with it at some point. I know some of y'all like, I don't want peace in my house. I just leave it alone. Well, then you should not be an officer.
Right.
And she should stay home.
You gotta think about that. If you're ready to combat all manner of evil said to you on the street, but you are afraid to deal with the evil at home, something is wrong with you. And you have to question, are you in position or in the right spirit to be a leader, to be a man of rank? You better check that stuff, man. Check that stuff. And again, if you checking it and she refuses to do what you say, then you got another choice to make. You got another battle on your hands. It is what it is. So go back to the main list.
What we got?
If y'all caps want to, back to see the father right there, the middle one, straight up, go straight up, right there. Let's play that real quick.
6 shots, period.
That's right there in the kitchen.
Half naked.
Right.
Can you imagine? That girl just 12 years old, and it turns out the stranger in her room at 7 o'clock Sunday morning was a next-door neighbor. The child's family just moved to a house near Homeview Drive in Montana Avenue 2 weeks ago.
She was really smart. Like, she hid under the cover, turned her light down, turned her volume down on her phone to text me, and then when she
peeked under the cover to see where he was at, and she got up and she ran away.
He has a long history of convictions for drugs, trespassing, and fleeing police. But most disturbing, a guilty plea in 2001 for sexual misconduct. Court records say he got a 15-year-old girl pregnant.
He got undressed in my daughter's room. Like, damn. What was your intentions?
Told him get out, and he didn't want to move.
Right.
And he growled at me, and he ended up getting 6 shots.
What?
Period.
Hallelujah. I like that.
Shout out to the fathers protecting their daughters.
I like that thing right there.
You gotta think about this. A devil climbs through your daughter's window and is getting now. There's I don't know if we played the whole thing, but extended version. I guess he didn't know that the little girl was in her room, or he didn't search yet. He just went in there and started taking off his clothes. She saw him and was hiding under her covers. She was hiding under her covers. So you got to imagine the level of fear that's in your daughter.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's traumatic.
You got to think about that.
Right.
You got to think about that. So you don't know if, first of all, this man is breaking and entering. We don't know if he lunged. Listen, you pose a threat.
Right.
At the end of the day, the law says what it says.
Right.
Esau said, "I am vindicated."
Right.
To use force.
Right. You in my house.
If you feel imminent or immediate danger to yourself or someone, right? You in my daughter's room, getting butt ass naked, growling.
All right.
You gonna growl butt ass naked.
Oh no, you're gonna be moaning in a second.
Yeah. And you know he's crazy because instead of you running out of the room, you start growling.
So now my life is threatened.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Like he's offended.
Is it deer season?
Look at that white tail. He's a white tail. It's hunting season.
Damn.
Yo, listen, I'm a hip. I forgot to tell y'all last night. So
what's up?
I think I told you I'm asleep. I told you I'm asleep. The alarm goes off. Now, let me tell you something. It's one thing to react when you're fully awake, and another thing when you're disorientated.
Yeah.
It's two different things. So there's training that you would do, or some of you have been in the military. They wake you up all hours of the day to train, right? Am I right or wrong? For those of you who are in law enforcement or in firearms community, things of that nature, you train with that in mind.
Right.
What happened, Cap?
Send you something.
What happened, Cap?
We're gonna put it on.
Put the music on.
No.
So you immediately go into reaction mode. Going down, come to find out, it was real windy here the other night. So it was real windy. So it was a false alarm.
I'm gonna tell you. Tell your version. I'm gonna tell the version.
So
what really happened?
It was about to go down. So what I'm saying is, I feel this brother, because guess what? Normally, what's taught to you is you shouldn't go seek out if someone breaks into your house. I'm going by Georgia law, right? You should. I shouldn't say you shouldn't. It's easier for you to defend if you bunker down and the threat comes into whatever room you and your family are barricaded in.
There you go.
That's an easier case for you. I'm gonna say that. It's an easier case for you to win according to firearms laws, right? Not saying you can't clear your house for defense purposes. So, but the thought is, who is between where the threat is going to be and you? So, in my mind, my children's rooms are outside of my room.
Yeah.
So, clearing or searching through the house is gonna be one of those options, unless the kids are like watching TV in my room or something or whatever, right? So, I'm in daddy mode right now. The alarm is blaring.
What?
I'm like, do you know what house you just came into?
Oh, it's about to go down.
I did a dance in the mirror first. I was like, I've been waiting for this moment my entire life.
That's not what happened.
Waiting for this moment
hey,
my entire life.
Hey, with the dance. Hey, with the dance he put on war paint.
The war paint on.
The Rambo dress.
Yo, I did the Rambo headband. Come to find out.
Hold on, no.
Oh, good.
Nah.
No, you don't reach it yet. You don't reach it yet.
No, it was false alarm. Oh, no. But there's a point. There's a second part. It was a false alarm. Right?
Okay, cool.
So
let's keep it there.
Cool. I calmed down. I'm like, all right, all right. My daughter, she go back to her room. Cause there's drills you talk about with your kids. What to do? What to do? Cool. Which you should discuss with your children.
Everybody done.
Bro, everybody just get down. But anyway, my point is, so then, okay, everything is set. Alarm set. I go back because it was windy, so my door kind of blew. So it blew and it set the alarm. So, okay, cool. I go back to bed. Right, everybody calm down. False alarm. Took the war paint off. Took off my bandana. So then, 15 minutes later,
again,
I hear this banging. War mode went 2.0. I said, in my mind, it wasn't a false alarm.
It was real.
It was real, and they back for more. So now,
it's really about to go there.
So now, if you thought the war paint was bad, I put on the camo.
They say it like Calhoun Tubbs.
Wrote a song about it, like the head
Like
go.
Here it go.
So then,
man.
So then now I'm looking out all the windows. I'm seeing what cars is over here because you got to scan. I'm scanning.
The perimeter.
I'm like, is that a police car? Who is it? I yelled because I don't open the door. Who is it? Because they were banging and they was ringing the bell same time. I'm like, these niggas, they don't
give up.
They disrespectful. They banging that door.
And they disrespectful. So I could see like the uniform. So I still, who is it?
Yeah.
Police. I was like, all right. So I had to take off all the war paint.
Rambo knife goes
put everything back. Like, I got all excited for nothing.
Yeah.
But again, so there was 2 false alarms within like 15 minutes. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with you sisters. Mm-hmm. And back to the daughter part. You have men who are ready to put themselves on the line to protect you all.
Right.
You went down there by yourself?
By myself.
Yeah.
Just you?
Just me.
Wife stayed still.
Into danger.
Wait a minute. Where was Big Swole?
Oh, Big Swole followed the drill. He did.
Oh, okay. He did what he had to do.
Yeah, he followed the drill. So the point is, you, and I'm not talking about just me. I'm talking about every brother has the mindset to protect.
Right.
Just like this father did. Something alarms you in your spirit. It's naturally to protect your children, family, wife, things of that nature. And you telling me your first line of defense, you want to be disrespectful to?
Man.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
What if that was a real threat?
Man.
Instead of, that's how I think. And my wife and I were talking about it yesterday morning. Like, it was crazy, this, that, and the third. And I started giving her these same scenarios. I said, you gotta think about this. If the danger came and that man got whatever together to defend, right? Mm-hmm. That same man could have got a bag, put his clothes in, and jumped out the back window and let you fend for yourself.
Easy.
Right.
Because you're disrespectful, because you're evil to him, because you do all manners of sin and wickedness in the congregation and shame him.
Right.
Why would that man want to defend you? And I've mentioned this before about that evil time to come. Y'all better think about this. That's the man you want guiding you in that time because he might know something. His ass might trip you and let you get caught.
Yep. Damn.
Y'all keep playing with fire, and you then want these expected and all of these manosphere brothers talk about that all the time. The man has no room to stray from his duties.
Right.
The man is to protect, provide, give spiritual instruction, but give order to the house. Mm-hmm. What part of that can a man leave out? Mm-hmm. Can the man say, "Oh, I'm not going to pay the light bill this month," and you sitting in the dark? Can a man afford that? No.
So he got to be a man at all times.
He got to be a man at all times. Mm-hmm. He has to protect. Mm-hmm. He has to provide. But sisters will nitpick about what they want to do. Mm-hmm. We was talking about the issue with withholding from your husband. Mm-hmm. You decide, oh, this week, okay, I'll sew all your fringes, I'll cook your food, but I don't want to have sex with you. So you have the means to nitpick and pick and choose of what part of the duties of a wife you want to do
at that particular time.
And I just thought about it. I was like, listen, there's break-ins all the time. Bro, it's like, yo, my house got broken into. They stole this, they stole that. That man is running into danger to protect his family. And you got the nerve to call him a bitch-ass nigga? Damn. You got the nerve to withhold from him? But yet you expect him to do every part of his manly duties, husbandly duties.
Cap,
you got the damn devil on you.
I'm so glad you said that right now, because today is the 1st, right? Didn't they just issue that in the law in 2 states? So
Dayton, Ohio,
today?
and is it Chicago?
Chi-town,
Chicago, and Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah. So going right back to what you said. Go ahead. Yeah, and you think it's just stopping there? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, keep popping your gums.
Okay.
Listen, the brother would probably just step back and be like, I'm not defending nothing.
Right.
I don't even like you like that.
It is what it is.
Attitude.
Hey, and you know what? Since we touched on the Cap, the same thing, you guys have a system set up to help Israel going into the prepping. A lot of sisters on the group, oh yeah, this, that, the third, prep. But meanwhile, you're the devil at home to your husband.
Right.
So when things pop off, you don't want to follow instruction now.
Right.
How much more when it's time to do it moving?
Right.
You think that man gonna let you get him killed?
You know what I think's gonna happen? That brother gonna leave.
He gonna leave your ass
right there. You don't want to listen. He gonna leave your ass right there. You fend for yourself.
Hey, I remember we all watched a movie called Greenland together. Right, we all watching it, and in Greenland, I'm gonna give a spoiler alert. I don't care. He was because an asteroid is coming to Earth, gonna destroy Earth, and they had bunkers made. But in the bunkers, the government is only allowing the prominent and the necessary of the society. So your engineers, your doctors, the top doctors, not all doctors, your engineers, doctors, chemists, things of that nature, right? And governmental officials, they have access and their families to this bunker. So he and his wife get separated. He goes back to find her. So I had a question. I said, how many of you brothers in that level of danger, because it was reminiscent of the evil time to come. It was very reminiscent of that. Chaos, people stealing, looting, all of that was going on in the movie. I asked, how many of you would go back and get your wives? Even the slightest pause meant there's a possibility some brothers would not go back for their wives. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You listen, you sisters, you thinking in the now. You're thinking in the right now. Brothers, we think ahead. And the thing is, you sisters have to secure your future as well. Right? You're only thinking about right now.
They don't see that.
They don't see that because you got to think about it. If you guys get separated in that evil time, your husband, the protector of your family, tell me what reason he has to go back into danger to find you and bring you to safety.
Wait.
Explain that. Somebody zoom in right now.
Damn. So Cap, the whole time, brothers have been like, yo, sis, you need to lose a little bit of weight. Get your legs strong. We might have to bug out and run for some distances.
Bring it out.
You need to lose a little bit of weight. Get your legs strong. A lot, tons of fat on a lot of time.
A lot of bit. I am not picking your big ass up to lift you over this fence.
It's not gonna happen. Some of y'all may have multiple youngins. Well, hey,
I'm gonna say it again. I am not lifting your big ass over no fence. If we got to go on the run,
your ham hops.
I'm gonna tell you now.
They gonna get you, sis.
No. And brothers, don't ask me to help get your big ass wife over the fence.
Ain't gonna happen.
I'm gonna look at you like you crazy. That's what you signed up for.
And she got a big ass bug out bag on her back.
And two, that's so true.
I'm gonna give you words of encouragement. Be strong in the Lord.
Yeah.
Power's might.
Lord's word, your knees are strong in the Lord,
see you on the other side, sister.
And most people's ailments come from weight.
Yes.
Sleep apnea.
Going into health.
Pulmonary. Yeah, it be weight.
Don't worry, Sister Naama. You be all right.
Sister Naama.
I've been losing.
Actually, I did. When I was going to the restroom yesterday and I was coming back, I meant to tell you that, but I got distracted.
Losing that weight.
I did notice you. Yes, you losing.
She ain't losing weight. She wearing black.
No,
Just a little bit.
And I got on my workout shoes.
Deacon Malachi, zoom in.
Messing with
Zoom
you.
in, Deacon.
Oh, snap.
Deacon Malachi, zoom in. There's lies going on around here.
I'm not get into that. I'm not good.
I got a long way to go, but I am. And I got my little workout shoes on today.
Deacon Malachi, zoom in, Deacon.
So we know the scripture says we'll be as pilgrims on the earth again. We're gonna be as pilgrims, so you're gonna be on the move.
Hey,
y'all keep playing games.
But Cap, I know y'all say I always have a story, but
You got a story.
I really do. So you know how you
Did you try to get over a fence?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can you climb a fence?
I can't listen.
Nope.
Don't lie.
Listen,
Don't
sis,
even lie.
sis, lying is a sin.
Don't even lie.
I'm gonna ask you again.
No, come on.
Can you climb over a fence?
Hell no.
I got bolt cutters in my bag. In my bug out bag.
She said she's gonna cut a hole.
I got
You gonna cut a hole?
I got bolt cutters. It's in my bug out bag.
You got bolt cutters in your butt.
How you get bolt? You got bolt cutters in your butt?
They got. It's not the big ones.
It's not the big ones. It's the little ones. You get them from Amazon.
That one is not bolt cutters. It's wire cutters.
Wire cutters.
When you get married,
Yes, sir.
is your Lord going to be able to get you and your bug out bag over the fence at the
That's
same
what we
time?
working on. Look at my face.
We working on.
No.
Sis,
Zoom in, D.
Sis, we talking about a brick wall,
man.
We talking about a brick wall. A brick wall. Can you?
A brick wall. It's gonna take some effort, right?
Because you got to get the running start, hit the first foot, then hold on, then pull yourself up.
Are you going to be able to get a running start?
Right.
Hop.
Yeah.
And get the top of the fence and pull yourself up over the brick wall.
You might have black out.
She said not if hopping's involved. Damn.
You know you got to get a running start.
Hey, but
So what you going to do?
Hold on.
I'm working on it.
Working on what?
Hey, Alicia, I'm about to share a video with you. I'm in the Telegram. Hold on one second. I'm gonna put it in there right now. I know we gotta close out.
Mr. Nayama,
I gotta
man.
mention, there's a book. It's called the Juicing Bible,
Yep.
and it helps you with a bunch of different ailments of stuff from fruits and
Glad
vegetables.
you talking about that right now.
Listen,
Good. No
you
praise.
and Officer Solomon.
I knew it was coming.
It's true though.
Yo, it's true. Stop playing with me, all right? Hold on.
Hey, Nayama,
Yes,
I got a
sir.
question for you.
Yes, sir.
What kind of anatomy of a man do you like? You like big brothers, small brothers?
No, yo, you need a big
heavy,
brother.
light. What do you want?
You need a big
Wait,
brother.
hold on. I want to ask Nayama. What kind of man do you want?
You know what?
What is
I
your
like who
typical
like-
man?
well,
Go ahead.
before,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
No,
really
right now,
know.
right now.
I don't really have a. I mean, I
So
don't,
would you take a nice, small man?
you know, like midget,
Not
like
midget,
small,
like
no.
no,
Slim,
brother.
like Caleb or these
Yeah, like
Slim
Caleb.
brothers.
Like that kind of body type.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Yes.
And I
So
bet
do
you
you
don't be
think-
like, you gonna pick me up.
So do you think the brother like that's got the body anatomy of Soldier Caleb right here? Is he gonna? Are you gonna be able to stand? Listen, are you gonna be able to stand on his shoulders to get you over the brick wall?
Are you bending?
Boy, no way, boy.
Are you bending and standing his back?
Oh gosh damn! That's my back you stepping on. That's Versace.
Gertrude.
Sister Officer Gertrude, get off my back, damn it!
Officer
You
Caleb
killing
kinda
me.
thin, so yeah, I'm probably gonna die.
You got,
Say what?
Alicia, you got it?
Say what?
I just posted on
Wait.
Telegram.
Not only you gonna die, he gonna die.
No, go to the Page State's Telegram.
Yeah, we working on it.
You gotta download it. It's TikTok.
What you ate for dinner last night, sis?
What did I had spelt. So I had a
No,
spelt
that's not
salad.
what I sent you.
No, I had like spelt
Wait.
slash
Is that
a spelt salad. So spelt is like a grain.
And some goldfish.
And some well, yeah, I had some baked goldfish. And then when I got home,
wrong one.
You
My
ate
bad,
again?
my bad,
You had a
my
Pepsi?
bad.
no, I just had some eggs. I had like an egg burrito thing. So that's like a protein that I can't eat. But I've been doing good though. I've been juicing and
Word. All right, no
food
doubt.
prepping.
Word. No doubt.
I really have. It ain't as easy though. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that it ain't. Because
But
you know
you
with the
gave up Pepsi, right?
Oh yeah, I gave up Pepsi a while ago.
All praise.
But with
But-
this whole waste thing, you have to
Not
Release the waste.
no, for real, no
Yeah.
Pepsi, no. And I'm drinking water, and and I've been going to the treadmill at my job. They have a gym, so I've been on the treadmill. Because with this new waste program, you got to show pictures and show your food. And then they throw you out the group. They're very anal.
It's like Captain Shem's group.
Yeah.
Shout out to Captain Shem.
Shout out to
they
Captain
throw you out the
Shem.
group. So I've been doing, and Shayna said she's seen a little progress. She told me to just keep it up. But it's been 50 years of cookies and cakes and candy.
That's
It ain't
cookies. That's my
easy.
weakness too. Hey, listen. You got it? All right, play this real quick. Thick Alicious, we have a video of you. When you're bugging out.
Oh shit.
We got a video. Some of y'all don't think we got receipts. We got receipts. Go ahead.
Dick, repent.
No volume.
What was that? Shit, I don't know. I think it's getting closer. We gotta run.
Wait, hold on.
What?
We should stand our ground.
Why the fuck would we do that?
Or maybe we hide. Whatever's out there, it'll catch up to us anyway.
Catch up to us or catch up to you?
What's that supposed to mean?
You're fat, bro. You know you're fat. Why are you making that face? It's obvious the reason you don't want to run is because you can't. But don't try to drag me down with you. It's a harsh reality. But only the fittest survive.
That's right!
I guess this is goodbye.
Look at his face.
Oh my God! What the hell? I was wrong. This nigga moving.
Daddy. Yeah, kind of snitch.
Damn.
Listen, when the evil time comes, Thick Alicious gonna move. She gonna move. She gonna move.
Yo,
as long as it's flat, level ground like that.
Right.
What else we gotta close out? Damn, we had them. I wanted to get that one.
Which
man.
one? We could
With
do
the
it.
Molly. Molly.
Molly.
Yes.
Yeah, put
with the
You
Molly.
gotta put that up.
No, I don't think you saw it.
Yes, you gotta put that up. Lest we forget, because we're too quick to forgive our oppressors.
I think it's that left, right? I mean the right. On the right. On the right.
Right
Order.
there.
Oh, yeah,
and just to segue into this, because I know Cap, you also had the health thing.
Oh yeah, Molly.
But Bishop has been stressing 2 Thessalonians. We've been going over this.
Can y'all put a thing over his peanut wiener? Oh Lord, put the kids away. They might.
Yeah,
not
if you could just put the kids away. Put the kids away.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Let's play.
What? Can you read that real quick? Can you see that clearly?
Yes, sir. After Mali sent out the French ambassador, the French caught a Malian in a remote French village and urinated on him publicly. Africa must wake up.
All right.
My question for that is, why in the hell is there a French village
in
Mali?
Right.
And you can see white supremacy all over this
Right.
thing because they are in Africa.
It's both men and women.
And they over here sitting peeing on an African.
A captive.
The hell is this?
Go ahead.
Ashe, my fellow
Everybody is watching this.
African melanin people.
Listen.
Yeah, my fellow Africans the world over. And in particular,
Stop
my
lusting,
people of
sisters.
Africa,
Then,
motherland.
and on top of that, after they urinate, they spit on them. Go ahead.
You think that other races like us, for those of you who think and still believe that other races like us, can like us, and will ever like us, here's evidence to the contrary. If for those of you, especially those of you in Mali, think, just for whatever reason, think, maybe because of the humanity that is inherent in us,
I didn't see all
we
that.
think
Yeah.
that the French people like us, will ever like us, and will ever see us as human or as equal. Here is evidence that say otherwise. And the same thing here in North America, especially here, what's going on right now in Canada. For those of us who think that these people will ever like us, can like us, and will ever see us and treat us as their equal.
He starts like,
Please.
come on, fast forward.
Go forward.
Because he's like,
Fast forward.
Damn.
He's all into it right now, spitting.
He's
but the
next
main
level.
point, it showed the men, right?
Yeah.
Next,
Go to the
speed
next
up
person.
a little bit.
Yeah, right there.
What is that?
That a woman?
Even the
What
woman.
you see here is what is being transmitted from their DNA, from the parents down, from their evil ancestors, the evil and malevolent
So we can just stop it right there. We can stop it. Yeah, she's right. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
She's literally urinating. Everybody has urinated on this sister, spit on her. And the main point is, he says later, we're so quick to forgive them, hoping for change, that they will always like us. These people can't stand your guts. You understand? So that's what it's going into right there. And just touching back on what Bishop has been. Hey, this man of sin has to be revealed.
Right.
We can't, it's no point, no sugarcoat. No, we're going to put this thing on the screen because this is what's taking place. All right? Never trust your enemy. To hell with these people, man. Right.
Hey, real quick, Genesis 34:1. So this is a sister that, I don't know her reason for being out, and she's caught in a village by herself.
Yeah.
So it goes right back to what we're discussing about protecting your daughters, right? Protecting your family. Here's the thing. It's showing when they go out by themselves what can happen. Go ahead.
Right.
Genesis chapter 34, verse 1. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land.
So Dinah went cruising around the land to see what's really going on, right? To see what's popping, to see what's you know,
what's lit? Where's it lit?
Yeah, where's it lit? That's a young term.
Damn.
Right, go ahead.
And when Shechem, the son of Hamor the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defiled her.
So he raped her because she was somewhere she should not have been. And this is a heathen. Just like we're watching the heathens urinate on this sister. She's stripped naked in the middle of a square, and somebody's saying why she's just sitting there. Let me tell you something. The scripture says there's something that's more fearful than death. That's the uproaring of a city, the false accusation, and there's one more thing. But the point is, when the city is against you, how you gonna win that fight? You can't even put your back against the wall.
Right.
They're fully surrounding you. The scripture says that's more fearful than death. So you ever heard about being scared stiff? Literally, you scared stiff. What you gonna do? Either you say then this. How many of our brothers would have loved to have fought off lynchers?
Right.
How many sisters would have loved to have fought off their rapists?
So it's real comfortable to type it in the comments right now. Oh, that would never happen to me. Or I'll just go out fighting.
Yeah. Somebody said she this ain't Judah tribe. It happened to Judah. What are you talking about?
Lord, yo. People crazy.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Watch over your daughters, man.
Right.
Watch over your daughters. All right. Was that it?
Cap, you had that last one about the who was that? Not Rothschild. What was that?
Oh yeah, we did.
You got to touch on that because the workout health.
Yeah, play right there, second to the right, all the way over. Second, one more over to your left, right there. Is that Rockefeller? Yeah, play that real quick. Damn, going all into our hidden history. Captain Joel, I'm sorry. Play it.
Around the same time that John D. Rockefeller seized U.S. media, he also hijacked U.S. medicine. When it was discovered that drugs could be produced from petroleum, America's top oil mogul ordered his army of propagandists to invert reality accordingly. Medicines used for thousands of years were suddenly classified as alternative, while the new, petroleum-based, highly addictive, and patentable drugs were declared the gold standard. After buying a German pharmaceutical company that manufactured chemicals of war for Adolf Hitler, Rockefeller leveraged his political influence by pressing Congress to declare natural healing modalities unscientific quackery.
So
Rockefeller then took...
They deemed natural medicine as unproven or undefined quackery, meaning only quack doctors use alternative medicines, meaning natural medicine from the earth. Go ahead. Like Cap said, Bishop brought it out many times. We read in the scriptures, the son of perdition must be revealed. Go ahead. Play it.
Control of the American Medical Association and began offering massive...
So stop. So this man who patented petroleum-based, which is a harsh chemical, petroleum-based drugs, that same one starts the FDA, which is a government agency. He deems natural remedies to be quackery or crazy. Only crazy people use this medicine, and starts a government agency. Go ahead.
Now everybody got cancer.
Go ahead.
grants to top medical schools under the mandate that only his approved curriculum be taught.
Damn robots.
Any mention of the healing powers of herbs, plants, and diet was erased from most medical textbooks. Doctors and professors who objected to Rockefeller's plan were crucified by the media, removed from the AMA, and stripped of their license to teach and practice medicine.
Y'all hear
Those who
this?
dared to speak out were arrested and jailed.
I'm telling you.
So stop. That's just like now for any doctor that spoke against the vaccine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Dr.
Arrested and jailed, lose your license,
Right off the
things of
rip.
that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So you're taking off the AMA, the American Medical Association. You're no longer part of that. Go ahead, play. I want to finish it.
When evidence began to emerge that petroleum-based medicines were causing cancer, Mr. Rockefeller founded the American...
I haven't watched this before.
Stop. Go back a
Like,
second.
I got
Let's go back a
cancer.
second so we can hear that again. But look, so that's just like today, Fauci. Fauci said, Fauci and them created the
jab?
thing.
Yeah.
And then created the
jab.
remedy for it.
Right.
Okay, so listen to this part real quick again.
medicines were causing cancer, Mr. Rockefeller founded the American Cancer Society, through which he suppressed that information.
So wait, hold on a minute.
That's crazy.
So he created the drugs.
Yes.
He funded the creation of the drugs. The drugs started causing cancer. So he created the Cancer Society to fight the initial problem that he started.
He started it.
So he getting paid all kinds of ways.
Yes. John D. Rockefeller. There's a big Rockefeller Center in Midtown Manhattan. Go ahead, play it.
John D. Rockefeller is duly credited as the founder of the pharmaceutical industry, and the reason that medical error is currently the third leading cause of death in America.
Damn.
Stop. The white man, the son of perdition, is the reason that the third most causes of death is medical.
Right.
He's the reason.
And you know you can't even sue him.
Right, you can't even sue him, right.
Here's the
You
thing.
cannot sue pharmaceutical
He
companies.
starts government agencies to make sure that none of them can be touched.
Right.
He approves in his agency food that's filled with these petroleum-filled chemicals, killing us off. And he's untouchable. I want y'all to see, listen, if the white man ain't the devil, please tell us who is. We're gonna end it there because we can't finish watching the video. We got
Right. Heavy.
So who's gonna do Carmela's part? Cap, you just handle the whole thing.
Right. Get a Lord a hand for that show today. Sister, you better repent, man. Repent.
That's right. That's
What the hell
right.
wrong with you? All right, so we got a school here in Jonesboro, Riverdale, Georgia. I said
Jonesboro.
Like it's
That's,
back
that's the
85.
last time you did it. That's the last time you made the announcement.
Hey, we got a school here in Riverdale, Georgia, 691 Highway 138 in Riverdale. Come on down, come learn, come be a part of the greatest movement to hit this planet Earth. All right, that's right. We got classes all day long on IUIC TV, as well as IUIC in the Classroom on YouTube, and IUIC Classroom on Facebook. To donations, if you want to donate, you can give to the body via PayPal at IUIC.atlanta@israelunite.org. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, just want to thank the brothers and sisters behind the scenes, Officers Alicia, Zedaniah, Netremiah, Elrad, Adino, RL, Emmanuel, Matthias, Soldiers Heman, Caleb, Uzzah, Uzziah, Aiden, Brother Kai, the breakfast team, Sister Phoebe and Sister Aaliyah. Thank you. That breakfast was really, really good.
Yes,
Thank
it
you,
was.
brothers. Thank you, sisters, for tuning in, staying chimed in, checking in with us on Patient Saints Radio. And Lord's will, we see y'all next week. Most High in Christ bless.
Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana.
Our people have no idea what the truth is. That's
That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy love